Today we're ranking devil fruits.
I agree.
I'm your host, Hunter, and with me we have a man who's been reading One Piece since he was in diapers, 9 years old.
At the age of 9.
And what we're going to do today is we're going to go through all of the canon devil fruit. We're going to look at power, we're going to look at coolness, and we're going to look at practicality. So we are going to be doing PCP.
Okay.
I should also mention that today we have two other people with us.
No, we don't.
We have Yordi on camera.
Hey guys.
Yordi is also an avid One Piece fan. He will be giving color commentary when he sees fit. And then of course we also have Adam.
He does nothing.
Adam knows nothing about One Piece, so...
I'm not sure what One Piece is. There's like pirates and clowns.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Do you want to talk about what devil fruits are?
Here. A devil fruit is a fruit from the devil.
Giddy.
Hey, Editor Hunter here. Since none of us could do it in the moment, here's a brief 90-second explanation on devil fruits. And just so the nerds don't get mad, just know that for every rule that I mentioned, there's something that negates it. Devil fruits are powerful items found in the world of One Piece. Hundreds of them have been cataloged over centuries, but no two are identical. Only one user of a fruit can exist at any given moment, although the fruit can return into circulation upon the user's death, and a user can only have one devil fruit power at a time. One bite and the consumer will gain an ability from one of three categories. Paramecia is the miscellaneous category and the most common. Abilities can range wildly, from bringing art to life to becoming a walking talking castle to summoning ghosts that give people depression. Zoan is the furry category. All Zoans allow the user to transform partially or fully into their given animal. Real, extinct, or fictional, no animal is off the table. Logia is the rarest and most sought after category. A user transforms into a natural element such as fire, ice, or light. With few exceptions, Logia users cannot be injured or killed by any physical means. While the strengths of devil fruits vary wildly, they all share one weakness. Once consumed, the user will be unable to swim and lose all strength in water. Think Superman's kryptonite, but with more nuance. Unlike Earth, the world of One Piece is almost entirely water and small islands, so this is a big trade-off. Objects made out of sea stone emanate the same power nullification as the sea itself, and have been used to tame even the strongest of devil fruit users. Users can also be injured through a technique called hockey, but that would take too long to explain here. Understand that no devil fruit user is invincible, and the potential power, coolness, and practicality a devil fruit might have largely comes down to the user itself. Back to the ranking. Before we start ranking, let's go over the tier list.
S. Sounds good. A.
Pretty awesome.
Awesome, yeah. B. Better than C. C. Cool, I guess.
D is for damn. I don't really want this fruit. F. Fuck no.
Fuck no.
First up is the East Blue Saga. The Calm Before the Storm, this saga contains a mere 4 devil fruits out of 140 we'll be covering over this 6-part series. Of course, we have to start with the main character.
ルフィさん、あなたは一体。俺はゴム人間だ。
Mr. Luffy himself, the gum fruit.
He's made of rubber. How did that happen?
Look at all those fucking techniques. Like, look, he uses a pistol, rocket, bazooka, gatling. Like every weapon, he uses his fingers as a net. How do you do that? It's weird to start off with an S, but he is kind of like the guy. Power. It's pretty fucking powerful. Coolness. He's pretty cool. Especially when we didn't even talk. He's got multiple gears. He's got layers to this. 4 gears. That's crazy.
How many?
4 gears. And there's no more than 4
No more 4 gears. Okay.
4 gears.
4 gears.
So if I watch, there's gonna be 4 gears.
Yeah.
Practicality? Very practical.
He's very practical.
I could do so much more if my arm could just stretch longer than it is. If I wanted to reach over and grab the remote, I could do it. If I wanted to punch you, Yordi, if I wanted to punch you right now, and I was him, I could do it. It's like being a basketball player.
I would say A tier.
Yeah, I think A tier. I think A tier is fair.
If there were, hypothetically, to be a higher gear, but there isn't.
But there isn't.
There isn't.
It's only 4 gears.
But if there was, I think that would be S tier. Buggy the Clown. Buggy, not D.
Not D Clown.
Not D Clown, but Buggy the Clown. He can't be cut. He is unable to be cut. That's very powerful. You see this guy, and you're like, I will never see this guy again after this arc. And yet, he has persisted and become one of the most powerful pirates in the world of One Piece. Failing upwards, I would argue.
No, when I saw him, his minions had names. That's why I'm like, this guy might actually come back.
So power, I would say decent.
He has a good amount of range. Not as much as Luffy, but like he can also reach over there and grab the remote if you needed to.
Coolness, I mean,
it's kind of cool.
He's kind of cool. I mean, look, he's got a car.
Look,
the car is pretty cool.
The live action rehabilitated his image by a lot.
That's true. The live action makes him look way cooler.
He's way cooler than he was. Practicality. I think there's a good amount of practicality. Imagine you're cutting onions. And then you slip and you cut off your finger, but it's not actually cut off. You don't
actually cut it off. You're right. You want to punch Yordi in the face?
You want to punch Yordi in the face?
You could do.
I want to. It is a C tier devil fruit.
Yeah.
I think it's a C tier. I think it's C tier because.
たのさ。その名もすべすべの実。
The slip fruit. The joke is that she used to be fat.
That's the joke.
And now she's not.
The weight just slipped right off her.
Slips off her. There's not a lot of power.
Not a lot of power.
Not a lot of power there. It's a very defensive coolness. I mean, she's pretty.
It's kind of cool.
Wood. I mean, what? Practicality.
I think 100% practicality. Like,
really?
I think.
Okay, practicality good. In terms of like
body fat.
That's slim. She's slim as fuck. She's got no body fat, literally.
Slip and slide whenever you want it. You can be the most frictionless person. Like you could, bro. Like imagine you want to go get the remote and you slide over the remote. That's the only example.
Now imagine you want to punch Yordi.
Imagine Yordi punches. He's mad at me.
Yordi punches you.
He punches me back, but it just slides.
It slides off. It doesn't work.
I think it's on par with Buggy, if not a little worse.
I think it's a little worse than Buggy. We'll put her all the way over here for now. We have our first Logia. Bro, he's smoking that. He's chiefing that strong.
Wait, did he name himself before he got the fruit or after he got the fruit?
No, I think he had that name before he had the fruit.
He just smoked so much they called him Captain Smoker. You want to smoke this fruit? It's like a big ass. He ate the fruit and it's a big ass cigar. I'm making that up. I don't know if it actually looks like.
Power. He's pretty fucking powerful.
He's pretty powerful.
What we saw was just like a very small glimpse. He goes really crazy.
Have you ever been in a haunted house with a fog machine? Imagine that, but he's touching you. Imagine that, but the fog machine is... He is a living, breathing fog machine that can touch you. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's...
Have you ever been vaped on? That's... Well, he's smoker. He's not vapor, bro. Updated smoker Photoshop right here. Him with a vape. Like a fucking broccoli cut.
Cool. Coolness.
He's
pretty cool. He's pretty cool. His power, also pretty cool.
He's probably immune to lung cancer because he is smoke.
He is lung cancer.
Could you imagine he harnesses... That's his awakening.
Does One Piece have cancer?
The cancer know me.
Practicality.
Have we seen him fly? He should be able to fly. That's already like a top tier ability.
I'm thinking either B or A.
I'm thinking A.
I think it has to be A.
I think it has to be A, but he's not a great... Like, he has not shown his potential. Spoiler alert, Logias are automatically B to S for the most part. So he's on the lower end of Logias, probably.
With the Straw Hats leaving the East Blue and jumping headfirst into the Grand Line, here's how the tier list stands. Don't worry, it'll fill up soon enough. For now, let's head into the first major chunk of powerful and terrible Devil Fruit users in the Saga of Arabasta. The saga introduces a healthy 17 Devil Fruits, largely used by the members of a quote-unquote secret organization, Baroque Works. Let's jump right in with one of their higher-ranking members.
He's got bomb powers.
This one gonna blow up.
Explosions are pretty powerful. The man has explosive snot. He throws boogers at people. That's pretty gross.
That's pretty crazy.
And just imagine you're picking your nose as you often do, and you take a booger and you flick it at Yordi, and then he explodes.
Do not give this man Taco Bell.
Bro, he's gonna blow up your toilet for real. He's actually gonna blow that shit up, bro.
I should mention he can also like just tank any explosion.
Yeah, he's immune.
It's not very
practical.
It's not very practical. I mean,
I don't know how often you need to, like, maybe you can do some, like...
You're in the mines, as you do.
You're not immune to rocks, though. shit collapse, bro.
Shit would collapse on you. If we're talking like this in the real world, this is fairly useless to us, I would argue.
He's not a Logia, so he's not made out of explosions, but explosions are made out of him.
Okay.
You gotta think about that. I think it's a B. I think it's a B,
really?
bro.
I was gonna say C or D. Honestly, I don't think it's that great. But
Okay, on the practicality, does take it down a notch. I think actually probably high C.
High C.
Like the drink. Is it orange? What is the high C flavor?
It's orange juice.
Is it just orange?
I believe so. Wait, is it? American fruit.
It's just the original flavor was orange. Oh shit.
The original flavor was orange. It's orange juice, but it's not orange juice.
It's orange flavored juice.
We're getting distracted. Moving on.
今は風に乗れるほどの軽さ。さあ、今度は重くするわよ。
Kilo.
It doesn't work if you live in America. It only works on the metric system.
There's no pound fruit. She can basically just change her body weight. It's pretty self-explanatory. She uses it a lot to fly in the air and then like drop on people from above, and then also sit on people and slowly crush them.
Like, you kind of have to throw yourself at the opponent to deal damage.
You have to come from above. Like, her one move is like hitting people from above. She's basically the down B master.
Yeah,
She's down B's all day.
The fact that it's just manipulating her own stuff. Like, if you could manipulate the weights of other objects, like, you throw a stone and it, like, fucking, it's a billion, or whatever, 1,000 kilograms is.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know how much, was it 3.2 pounds or something?
2.2 pounds.
I'm wrong. 2.2 pounds. You can go up to 20,000?
22,000 pounds.
22,000 pounds.
That's like 10
worth
tons.
of force.
Which we'll get to.
That.
If you need to like push something down, you can do that.
Imagine you're on an elevator and it says 1,000 pounds and you don't want the other guy to go on, and you go, I'm actually whatever 1,000 pounds is in kilograms. That's actually me. So this is the first fruit that I go, I don't know if I actually want this.
I would say this is a D tier.
I think it's D as well.
私が口にしたのは花々の実。体の各部を花のように咲かす力。
Nico Robin is probably one of the most important characters in One Piece. She is a member of the Straw Hat crew. She has one of the most tragic backstories.
Yeah. She wants to live.
I want to live!
Flower fruit doesn't sound powerful until you hear what it does, and you can see all of the variations that it might do. She can sprout clones of herself other places too. She can spawn. Look at all those numbers down there. Look, she could go from like 1 to like 1 million, bro. She could do any number she wants.
One of the main drawbacks would be that
She could still feel them.
she can still feel them. Like, it doesn't necessarily like hurt the main body part, but like
Power, really fucking high.
really powerful, really
Coolness. She can be pretty fucking cool.
It's pretty cool. It looks kind of
wings.
stupid as fuck sometimes, but like, it depends how you use it, honestly.
Practicality. God, there's so many uses for this.
Oh man, it's so good.
She could put an eye like just spy on shit.
If you need to take a piss here, but you don't want to go over there, if you need to take a piss over there and you're already here, you're here.
That's true.
She could piss wherever she wants.
It's gotta be A or S.
I think it's A. I
really like the flower.
I agree with you, A or S, but I think the drawbacks make it an A, high A.
Above Luffy?
Honestly, yeah. Above Luffy, yeah, I think, honestly.
Look, if Luffy were to somehow gain extra abilities, then maybe he could move up to S tier.
I think the gum fruit is definitely an A tier. If it was a different fruit, maybe.
Wax fruit.
Mr. Candle.
Mr. 3. He can create wax. He can basically make whatever sculpture he wants out of this wax.
Yeah.
He can harden it. He can liquefy it.
Yeah, he made a big ass thing where he was melting wax on people.
Very
They were
slowly.
slowly becoming wax
Incredibly
statues.
There's a decent amount of
Yeah,
power
it's
here.
very powerful. I think it's pretty powerful.
I mean, his abilities can be cool.
I think it's mid tier cool. It's an ongoing thing where these motherfuckers look dumb as shit. And
That's true. That's just
the way it is. That's just the way it is. Not very practical.
Not very practical. I
On
mean,
the day to day,
you want to make a candle? That's about it.
I had some wax melt in my car the other day, and it was so fucking annoying to get out of the carpet. Like I cannot stress how fucking annoying this was to get out. Like I had to look it up online. You have to get like ice cubes and like solidify and cool the wax, and then scrape it off with a spoon. This was fucking annoying as shit.
Maybe there is some power to this.
What do you put it?
I see.
Yeah, definitely above slip.
Oh my god, we're gonna put
Sleep.
this right.
Sleep. Right.
Our second Logia, Mr. Crocodile, Mr. Zero himself.
He can make his opponents into beef jerky.
Yeah.
He will suck you
Literally.
dry. He will suck you off.
He will suck you the fuck
Suck
off.
you.
God damn, this fucking guy is powerful.
It can be pretty powerful. It can be really, really powerful.
I mean, look, he's the main antagonist of this saga. But
No,
he's got the balls to wear a fur jacket in the desert, like you said.
I'm assuming he doesn't sweat at all because he's sand.
He's dry. Do you think moisturizer works on him?
He's the ashiest motherfucker
Yeah.
alive.
He's got eczema all over.
He's just flaking off.
He's flaking.
Can you imagine the dandruff?
Dude, the dandruff.
You ever been to the beach and get sand in your hair? That's just him. That's just how he lives. Practicality zero.
There's very little practicality
You can
to
make
this
beef.
one.
You can make beef jerky, but there's sand everywhere.
You could take your raw chicken. Now it's chicken jerky.
So anything that you put that like dry in front of it, that's just him, right? Like dry
That's just him,
humping,
dry.
like dry.
All humping is dry humping when you're crocodile.
I think when he orgasms, it just goes.
Me and the homies getting absolutely sandblasted at the Baroque Works orgy.
Is he above smoker?
I gotta go low A.
You think he's?
Or, I
below
mean,
smoker?
actually, no. I think he's above smoker. He's mid A. Just because his drawback is so annoying.
The munch fruit. He can eat anything and turn his body into whatever he eats. You know the
He's
phrase.
an omnivore.
You know the phrase. You are what you eat. This man literally is that guy.
He can make you what he eats. He can eat 2 people and turn them into 1 person. That shit's crazy.
Power. It really depends on what he can get his hands on.
it's-
Really.
It's very variable. I'd say it's okay.
But I mean, it also comes down to his imagination. Like he can make cannons out of his tongue. I don't know.
Pretty cool. I think it's
Eating
pretty
a
cool.
sword.
I think
Raw.
I think it's
that's pretty cool. Practicality. Look,
I gotta give it some because of the metal that he created. He created a new metal that's stronger than all metals just by fucking around and eating a bunch of shit.
he also, makes toys for kids.
Yeah, Loki, he can just fabricate anything he could think of. So
So
he's got to be good practicality.
and also, he can never go hungry because he can just eat whatever he wants.
I gotta say B. We have nothing B, and I think that it's not strong enough to be A.
This is a low B. Our first Zoan. Hooray. We have the ox fruit bison model. Like the Zoans have kind of a default
Enhanced
power
physical.
to them, but I think in terms of what he does with the Zoan, it's very little.
He just charges.
Because there are other guys we're going to talk about later that are really good at using their Zoans.
He's not very creative of what he's been doing.
Being half bison.
Kind of cool, I guess.
It's kind of cool.
Probably carry a bunch of shit. You could probably be your own wagon.
That's true.
He's made for hard labor, manual labor. Put him on the farm. This sounds bad, actually.
I would argue C.
Really, he's a D tier for me because I'm like, would I want this fruit? Kinda.
Okay, look, we know this is going to come up. The thing about Zoans, for me, is that by default, I will want to Zoan.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm down for low C. For me, it's very useful if you want to do manual labor. I don't want to do that shit.
これは食い物じゃないぞ
The chop.
As we all know, Boku wa Doctor, Tony Chopper. Oh, he's a deer that became a guy.
Here's the crazy shit. The human fruit. That's all it is. That's all we know. A fruit that's basically impossible for a human to eat. Because what the fuck would happen? You know, like, that's been...
He become double human.
He's ineligible for the Olympics due to the use of performance-enhancing drugs.
The Rumble Ball allows him to do all of these fun little transformations here, like guard point or horn point.
All of this is actually in his head. It's acid that he's eating.
Later down the line, he can do Kung Fu point. The dude has way more transformations than any Zoan. Dude, Chopper's like the mascot of One Piece unofficially.
Yeah.
He's more cute than cool, usually, and kind of more of the
At the
comedic
beginning,
relief.
At the beginning, it's low-key freaky.
Practicality. Well, for us, none. Very little.
Zero human practicality?
For him,
Yeah.
he was a deer before, and now he's not. I'd say A tier.
I can agree with that. I think he's on par like around Crocodile.
I'm gonna give him the edge.
I'm gonna edge Chopper. You heard it here first. He said he's gonna edge Chopper.
As the Straw Hats leave Drum Island for Arabasta and we reach the halfway point in the saga, let's take a quick look at the tier list. Still no F or S tiers yet, but I have it on good authority that that'll change soon. But while we're here, if you could take the time to subscribe, it'd help me out a lot. My goal was to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but that's probably cutting it a bit close, huh? Still, any sub is appreciated. Now then, it's time to turn up the heat.
The flame fruits.
This is a very nice fruit. As you can see, Ace is...
That's Ace.
That's Ace.
Definitely not some other guy.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
You just copied what you said. you just copied what you
I
said.
downloaded it, bro.
Pretty powerful, like all
Yeah.
Logias.
Fire strong as shit.
Famously powerful in the real world.
That shit hurts. He has the power to change his look entirely.
He can become
after
a completely
600
different
chapters.
person.
He becomes
after-
a completely different person. He changes his hair color. Kind of looks like Adam. It's really
It's just
cool. It's really fucking
fire's cool. I don't know what to tell you.
cool. He's top tier cool.
I would say that you could make it practical if you wanted to. They don't really use it in any like non-offensive.
Yeah, he's very offensive. Like, don't show
Just
him.
cancel
Don't
him,
show
just
him.
cancel him.
He has a specific ship that he uses his fruit to what's called to sail, like as an engine.
I would say.
I say low S.
Low S. You want to put it in S.
Low S, high A. He can't be lower than Crocodile. Fire Logia, bro.
The dude died.
I know. Yeah, but he lost to like top S tier. It's not fair. It's genuinely not fair.
Well, fine. I'll put Ace up there.
俺だビビったビビったビビった
Bon Clay, Mr. 2. So he can change his face and look like other people. He can change his whole body, I believe.
Yeah. Whole body.
It's just most of the time he just changes his face.
No power.
Very
no.
little power.
There's no inherent power. You know Lloyd from Spy Family?
He can do that.
He can do that. Like, that's just him. Except he can play women as well.
I gotta admit,
It's pretty cool. You could be whoever.
he doesn't really present it as a
Yeah,
cool
it's-
thing. I think it's C or D.
C?
Oh, fuck. I can't.
I guess you're right. Like,
Look, as much as I like the character, I think the fruit is kind of underwhelming.
okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
We're gonna put him right there in the middle of C.
何分持つかだ
The dice fruit. The man can make his body into a blade. It's pretty powerful,
can
man.
just cut anything,
You
like-
could just cut things. These claws look really
I think it's pretty cool,
It looks
to be
pretty damn
started.
cool. I'd say it's pretty practical. You need to cut some vegetables, some fruits. You just go.
You can do the
Shoot, shoot,
finger scissors in real life. It's okay. It's like mid tier practicality. I don't use a knife that often.
I think dice fruit is above bomb guy.
I definitely think so too. Do you want to put it low B, or do you want to move bomb?
I'm gonna move bomb.
世界に5種しか確認されぬ飛行能力をご賞味
Pell, a Zoan, Falcon model.
The white face is not part of the.
He somehow survives basically a nuclear explosion. I don't know how he does it, but
Yeah.
goddamn.
Shout out to. I'm not gonna say that. Shout out to the event that made Oda not want to destroy a tower. He what's it called He He can fly.
Yeah, I mean he's a bird.
He's a fucking bird. He's a fucking big ass fucking bird. It's a good amount of power. It's not the most
pretty
power.
powerful. I mean, he can get pretty big, and
Don't let your children play outside. You can swoop them up. Not specifically children. He could swoop up anyone. It's just
his execution of his shit is pretty cool.
it's pretty cool. I think I gotta lower the points because he looks kind of stupid. Fucking wide as shit. I don't think they needed to make him that wide.
B or C?
It's got to be C. It's got to be. There's no way it's B. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. No, you know,
Flying is hard.
I think this is better than Pell, slightly.
Yeah. Flying is really all he's got.
Oh boy.
This isn't a dog that ate the gun fruit. This is a gun that ate the dog fruit.
That's right. A gun.
How did it? What?
Somebody fed the fruit to their gun.
And it became a dog.
Like in the barrel? Or...
It's never shown. They don't show us how this happens, but there's a thing that you can do where you can feed a weapon a fruit.
Power. Not a whole lot.
Not a very strong dog.
Coolness. I mean, fuck it. I think it's cool to have a gun dog.
I think it's okay. I don't think it's that crazy cool. See, if this gun dog looked like my dog, I'd be like, that's pretty fucking cool. It's kind of like generic, stupid, even practically nothing. I guess it could talk to you, but it can't even
talk. It's still a dog. It was a gun that became a dog.
It can move on its own.
It had no intelligence to begin with. As much as I hate to rank a dog so low,
I'm a dog person. Get this shit out of my face.
it's gotta be F tier.
It's gotta be F tier, bro. They just gave him a chore. Like, do you have to feed it? Like, do you have to take it on walks? Do they live in America? Do they have to walk their gun?
What does it poop? Let's
Alright, move on.
There's too
Get
many
this-
questions. The mole fruit. This one's a little bit more. It's still kind of a meme, low key. She's got more power.
She got them claws.
Yeah, I was a
I don't think
negative
Negative,
coolness.
yeah. Minus 10k aura, bro.
I would never want to be a mole. Moles are.
That sounds so fucking
They look so
annoying.
gross.
I don't like dirt. I don't want to dig. Her whole power is dig. Bro, that would be such a menace for cities. You're gonna dig underneath a building, get crushed.
If you were Shia LaBeouf in the movie Holes, goddamn, this fruit would be useful.
Bottom D.
Bottom
F.
D.
Or
It's
F.
definitely. I think it's D because there's a little bit of power there.
Yeah, that's fair.
縁も竹縄お開きにしましょう
Goddamn, spike fruit. So, first of all, wood. Second of all, she can produce spikes anywhere on her body. She makes spiky hair.
She could be sea
She
urchin.
dopes. She puts like doping in her like skin, and it turns her arms into like these like Frankie arms. It's decently powerful. I mean, she breaks concrete. She can break through walls. I mean, that's pretty commonplace in One Piece. Now that I'm thinking about it,
It's probably just physical strength, not necessarily the fruit.
I would say it's cooler than the bomb fruit, but less cool than the dice fruit.
I agree.
If that
I would
makes
agree with
sense. There's very little practicality.
I don't
for
think
this.
because like if you try to pick something up with your extended spike finger, it's
You're just gonna pierce.
Maybe
it.
if you're like really good at chopsticks.
What if you were just like you're just gonna hate shit? Hey, Yordi, let's shake it. I think it might be a hindrance.
Yeah, I think that
almost.
is a hindrance. You wake up from a bad dream and your pillow's all fucked up. Straight up D or F for me.
I say there's a high D. We got another dog fruit. This time it's a human. Yeah, it's a little. It's better than last week, but honestly, it's not that much better. He's got power. He's got a bit of coolness. I mean, he looks like Batman.
He does look like.
He's Jackal Man.
We got my dog Melly looks exactly like him, bro.
Nice tier. Practicality is once again very limited.
Run very
That's
fast.
a Zoan.
Be a dog.
That's a D tier.
Yeah,
I
probably
put him
go D
below
tier.
Dalton for sure.
I'd go D tier, but Dalton is definitely better.
The cage fruit. I think this is her big move
Yeah.
from Summit War.
You're going to jail.
I should point out that this shit doesn't work on Luffy at all. He just
He
disappears.
speed blitzes the shit.
Okay, so power, as we saw, against non-Devil Fruit users is pretty good.
Yeah,
I would say against actual Devil Fruit users is kind of dog
pretty
ass
dog shit.
because it doesn't even create sea stone.
If she touches you, you're locked up.
You gotta fucking jump, you get touched.
Whoa. Usually it's the other way around. The touchy should not be the one going to jail.
Coolness.
She's a cop, bro. It's not that cool, bro. Her ability is I am putting you under arrest.
F or D?
Yeah, F or D. I think high F. I'd rather have a dog gun than this fucking thing. When am I fucking tying people up? What am I and like it's not like rope or anything. It's fucking metal. Would you guys take this fruit? You can't swim, but you can what's called make a citizen's arrest. You could be so mean to homeless people.
This is so.
The state is doing that enough.
The anti-homeless fruit, bro. Imagine putting a cage on a what's called a park bench so that someone can't sleep on it.
The state is doing that.
Now that the Straw Hats have beat the shit out of Crocodile and left the newly conflict-free nation of Arabasta, let's zoom out and check the tier list one last time. We can already see the beginning of a bell curve forming. Who knows if it'll hold? With that, let's pivot to the mysterious land of Jaya and ride the knock-up stream straight into the world of Sky Island. This saga is a bit light, get it? At a mere 4 Devil Fruit users, one of which isn't really relevant to this arc. Let's spring straight into action with the bouncy psychopath himself.
We gotta start with Bellamy and his spring fruit. He can make springs out of his body. He mostly uses it to jump around and be kind of annoying. He can be powerful. I would argue he hasn't reached his full potential.
Yeah, it just gives him more force. You got sunglasses. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, but that's his outfit. He also looks like Adam.
Adam's over here catching strays. If I saw someone with springy arms and legs, what does that remind me of?
It's like the Toy Story.
Yeah, like the Toy Story dog.
The dog. He could do that. He could actually do that. Why doesn't he do that? Why doesn't he whoop?
Slinky used his powers better than fucking Bellamy. Yeah.
Not practical, really. I would argue that this is the lame version of Luffy.
It is the lame version of Luffy. It is. Yeah, I go low C, bro.
Low C?
Mid C.
Oh, can you not take fall damage?
He can't take fall.
He can't take fall damage. That's true. Yeah, but if I have a bucket of water, I could avoid fall damage too.
I think he's around wax.
Yeah. Okay, I'm down. What could strings possibly do? This has got to be F tier, right?
Dude, strings are so lame, bro.
What do you think? What do you think, Adam? What tier would you put this?
This is the one character I kind of remember.
He does look like it's because he looks like Adam. It's because he looks like Adam. Adam saw himself in this crazy maniacal flamingo man.
You would think that string fruit is not powerful, but this kind of proves that it really matters how you use it. I know One Piece fans are going to get mad at me. The reason he's here is because he appears really fucking early in Sky Island, but obviously he just doesn't have a big role until much, much later. The dude is possibly the most powerful person we've covered other than maybe Ace.
Yeah.
He literally entraps an entire city and slowly encloses it on them, killing so many people.
Yeah.
He overthrows a king by puppeting him with string. He can repair his organs with string.
Yeah.
The dude is crazy powerful.
The average person can't really tell his strings. They're visible because we're the audience, but like they don't know what's happening to them.
He's pretty cool. I mean, he's menacing as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
But his powers are pretty cool.
The powers are cool. Like if you don't know what it is, especially if you don't know what it is.
And the practicality,
you can attach strings onto clouds.
he can fly. He could fly. He could probably grab anything he wants from a distance with string.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, he can Spider-Man, web shooter, and then in the end game he can turn everything into strings, which allows him to manipulate them even more. So as much as he's like a villain and a terrible person, I think he's gotta be S tier.
I think so too.
I'm gonna put him like right here.
Mid S, I could agree with that.
Oh my god.
Dude, what is happening? This is gross.
Horse fruit. This is a bird that ate a horse fruit. This guy, power-wise, is kind of a meme. We literally see is not cool at all.
Not very cool.
And practicality, it's only practical for this.
Yeah.
Character, which kind of goes into the whole devil fruits choose the honors thing. If we ate the fruit, it's just BoJack Horseman.
I'm down to put it on F.
Below Cage, would you rather be?
I would rather be a horse. I'd rather be a wait.
Would
On
you rather
F?
be a cop or a horse?
I think it's better than the dog.
But do you think it's better than cop?
I think so. I think I'd rather be a horse than a fucking narc.
You'd rather be a horse than a dog. And rather be a horse than a narc.
I think I'd rather be a dog, but this dog sucks absolute dick.
Can't say that dogs suck dick.
Yeah, I can't say that.
げよう始めようじゃないか
Rumble Rumble.
They actually put him in balls. Chopper puts him in balls. He's the rumble ball.
He's really powerful to everyone that is not Luffy.
He's made of rubber.
Because Luffy is made of rubber.
Do we even gotta talk about it? Honestly, it's just easy S.
Really? Do you think he's better than Crocodile?
Fast as lightning. Look at how much fucking output he has, bro. Like, it's just insane. We're waiting on a battery to charge. We could just instantly just zap.
If you had to pick A or S.
Yeah, I think controlling lightning is pretty crazy, right? Has so many uses in our like technology.
Bro, so far, other than Doflamingo, this is the strongest person we've... Like, I think this is the strongest fruit.
You're right.
In terms of raw power...
When will he return? Who knows? Currently, he's at the moon.
That's not a joke, Adam.
That's not a joke.
He's actually on the moon.
Why is he on the moon?
He lost, and then he's like, fuck it, I'm going to the moon.
to where gods are. The moon.
Yeah, he's actually grew.
While the Straw Hats descend from Sky Island, let's take a look at the tier list. For not having a lot of devil fruits, Sky Island sure has some powerful ones. But the power is only going to increase as we move over to one of the most well-regarded sagas in the series, Water 7. 12 devil fruits make their appearance here, including the first of the incredibly powerful Marine Admirals,
I wetted myself. I wetted on my shirt.
Thank God we got that on camera. The ice fruit.
The goat.
The dude rides a bicycle across the water. He does not care. He's kind of a meme. He's super chill. So he can become ice. He can turn people into ice. The man can do a whole lot.
Permanently altered an island's ecosystem.
Coolness.
100% cool.
He's so
literally
cool. He's
fucking
so
cool. He's so fucking cool.
Practicality, bro. You want ice in your drink? Bam.
Bro, is it too hot outside? Bam. Easy S.
Is he above Doflamingo?
Tippy top S, bro. Obviously, there's gonna be.
Now he can be like right.
Yeah, he could be middle high. Easy S tier. Easy S tier. Awakened devil fruit user for Foxy's fruit created the calm belt. Okay, this is my theory. I've been waiting for a platform to speak on this. This is the only reason I'm friends with you, actually. So I can preach the good word. Foxy the pirate, bro. He's good with it. He's sick with it. He's not the best. If he awakens his fruit, he can make another calm belt. Think about it. He's not the first person with this fruit.
So you should explain what this fruit does before you launch into your.
He fires a beam that slows down time.
So he can slow shit down for 30 seconds, and then it'll resume its speed after those 30 seconds. It's a decent power.
Have you ever watched the movie Click?
Have you watched the movie Click?
Only about 3,000 times. You could slow someone down, and it's not just like half speed. It's like they're on slideshow mode, and you could just click them. You could just beat the shit out of them like Adam Sandler. The defensive capabilities are insane, though. That's
true.
If a car's coming at you, you go, stop.
Oh, look, slow-mo is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
We all know that slow-mo is cool.
Yeah.
Practicality. You want to be the next slow-mo, guys? This fruit right here takes you to the top, bro. You don't even need high-speed cameras anymore.
Yeah. The practicality is pretty mid, though. Like, I feel like speeding things up would be way more practical in everyday life.
Well, if you could do both.
The fact that it's like default 30 seconds, he can't stop it, right? Like,
Yeah.
if
he awakened, he could do it for longer.
Yeah. Maybe even forever in the calm belt, as an awakened devil fruit Foxy user has previously done twice on both sides of the Grand Line.
So I think he's B tier.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So he can make doors.
He's
with
a
these
multi-dimensional
doors.
being.
He is multi-dimensional. It's actually kind of pretty fucking powerful when you think about it. It's teleportation is what it is. Mm-hmm. He can turn people into doors. That's kind of funny. Can he turn himself into a door?
I think so. I don't think we've seen it, but
Does that make him a Logia?
he's made out of doors.
Made of door. This is a pretty high practicality.
Very practical. Very practical.
Especially because you walk through walls.
I mean, technically, you are opening a door, so.
Okay.
If
You're
you wanted
right.
to go to the
It's
next,
not-
you could have spoken with
It
the
is
physical.
a step beyond phasing through walls. It is a little bit less practical.
If I had it, I would be using it for everything. I don't need to unzip my pants. I just turn them into a door. I think he's high B, bro. Mid to high B. I don't think he uses it that great, but I think it's an
I think he has the
amazing power.
potential.
猫猫の実
Ooh, so this is our first cat fruit. Rob Lucci
Robert Luchador.
is probably one of the best zone users. He uses his thing to the fullest. It does help that he has abilities that are not devil fruit related, but I would say power wise, especially when he awakens, he gets pretty big. I mean, he still can't beat any of the main characters like ever,
Yeah.
but really
They powered him up just for him to lose.
They powered him up, but the problem is everyone else also power scaled even harder than he did, so he kind of still gets owned. Not as practical.
You're just strong, and then you can run really fast.
You can run really fast. That is a nice buff, and you have a tail to grab things
I guess you have
if you
the
want.
drop.
I would say he's low A.
I agree. He's definitely better than Smoker.
Just because of his versatility, I think you
Yeah.
have to reward that.
私は泡々の実を食べた全身泡立つ鉄拳人間
The bubble fruit. She can control soap, she can create soap, she can clean strength off of opponents. That is an example of lateral thinking that we like to see in One Piece.
Yeah.
Decent power is not very cool. It's not.
It's not that crazy.
Like imagine you be a soap guy. You're like, I'm the soap man.
Oh shit! It's the dishwasher! Everybody stand back! He'll clean the fuck out of you, bro. Genuinely, I hate washing my car.
You could just wah, and then your car's just magically clean. You just control the bubbles and it just does it.
Wipe it off. You don't have to take showers anymore. If I could just kind of throw bubbles at people at the anime convention and then have the place smell 10 times better, it's pretty practical as far as I'm concerned.
High C?
High C, I wouldn't mind it. Like, I wouldn't mind having this ability.
I don't think it's B worthy.
It's not.
I think it's too
It definitely
cringe
isn't.
for B.
It's not good enough to be B.
Oh boy, I'm playing the clip for this one.
My personal goat.
I mean, look. Once again, like Rob Lucci, he's one of the few that really fucking uses it to his full potential. He uses it beyond what makes sense for a draft. He turns into a square.
He gaslights. he gaslights himself into being one of the strongest zone people of all time. Just because he reached awakening so fast, like the fastest we've ever seen.
I would say Kaku's better than Lucci, just a little bit.
He has a very blatant weakness with how long his fucking neck is. If you cut him in the neck, bro, he's fucking finished. He can use pasta machine to make his limbs longer and shorten the length on his neck.
True.
Pasta machine! Look at this fucking thing. This is a paragraph, bro.
I would argue he's cool.
I think giraffes are cool. I love giraffes. Giraffes are awesome.
Practicality.
Very impractical.
You get taller.
You do get taller, but your head gets taller. You can get taller.
I'll put that on the dating apps. 26 feet tall. Me pulling up to the date, buff as shit, wide body, pasta machine on.
High B.
I'm down. I'm down for high B.
Above doorman, below smoker man.
Ooh, I put him below doorman.
He's so much more powerful than doorman.
But that's because of a lot of that's the technique.
He's
bro.
awakened. You
Yeah,
can't put an awakened below that.
Halfway through Water 7, the Devil Fruits have finally filled in the B tier to make this look like a proper tier list. Now that most of the good users have been introduced, it's time to turn to some of the weirder ones. But before that happens, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? Come on, you know you want to. You've made it this far, haven't you? Okay, now back to the ranking. This next one in particular is impossible to forget.
Next. Oh, boy.
That.
Okay, now, Adam, if you had to guess, what ate this fruit?
An eel.
You think an eel ate the fruit?
Yeah.
Where do you see the eel?
The eel's tail on the right.
Yeah, I could see that. That's right, Adam.
Get his reaction. What the fuck? What the
So it's a sword that ate an elephant fruit. Power-wise, he's okay. He arguably might be more powerful as a sword than as an elephant. It depends on who's using the sword. Like if Zoro wouldn't use the sword.
An elephant with a sword for a trunk way more powerful than a dog gun.
It's kind of cool to have a sword and like imagine you're holstering a sword, and then when you want to, they'll be like, all right, be my ride.
That's the biggest flex that you could do.
Yeah,
in the real
I
world.
got an elephant in my pocket. I got an elephant.
The thing is, you don't got to worry about like how much owning an elephant would fucking suck because it's a sword.
It's a sword. Even though it's that good, it's not that good.
It really isn't that great.
It's still not that good.
Low C, early D, or high D, I think.
Above Dalton, I think that's funny.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
To put a sword above a guy.
犬の実モデルウルフ喉笛引き裂いてそれで終わりよ
Dog wolf. He is a wolf man. He's literally a werewolf. He doesn't go beyond. He doesn't go plus ultra, if you will. Oh, that's the wrong. I mean, if you want to be a werewolf for Halloween, that's your fruit, baby.
Yeah.
That's what you should do.
If you live in a cold climate, you could probably keep yourself warm or some shit.
I don't really have any strong opinions about this guy.
C or B, I think.
C or B. Is he better than Falcon? No, because he can't fly.
No, you can't fly.
The berry fruit.
F tier.
ベリベリの実の力
ウェポンズレクト
He's just the worst buggy.
So he is a worse buggy, and that is the only time he appears in the anime. He just gets owned by Frankie immediately.
I hate this man with all my heart, bro. What's his name?
His name's very good.
Very good. But he's very bad.
I don't even really want to
Very,
talk
very
about this
bad,
dude
bro.
anymore. I just want to put him in F and
F
move
tier.
on. Is he worse than Cage?
Yes.
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 I think he's so.
I'd rather be a narc than fucking balls, bro. Unironically, this is a great fruit. Biggest Chad in the One Piece universe. Shows up, breaks your sword, never returns. One hit.
Once again.
You got no diff by Usopp, bro.
Usopp is the worst. It's the worst one. I think in the right hands it could really go somewhere.
It's an oxidization chemical reaction. You know,
that's
pretty
rust is.
fucking.
You are
good.
correct.
Yeah, but like
The
the fact that he can use it on more than just metal.
That's true.
He can use it on skin. If he actually gets good at it, bro, you're gonna fucking wither away.
Is rust cool?
It's not that cool.
The video game is not cool. Right. The destruction fruit doesn't have a whole lot of practicality.
Yeah, not
usually.
too much. Like you can escape a cage if some narc locks you up.
It's like It's like countering like swordsmen. Like if you're not fighting swordsmen, you might be boned.
Like being entirely real with you. He's moving the plot forward just so that Zoro has to get another sword.
I want to put him in D tier.
I'm down.
Oh
wait.
There's just so much. Oh.
High D.
So now it is time for potentially the greatest fruit. The wheel fruit.
He's really good.
He's really good. We already have really good.
He's very good. He's very good. He's not really
He's
good.
very good.
He's really good.
Jesus, I don't even remember this guy.
You know why you don't remember it?
いくらでもかかってきやがれ
Because he doesn't use his powers in the anime. That's why. Only used his powers in the manga. In the anime, they
crazy.
give him a sword and he appears for 6 seconds.
That's weird.
I think he's the worst one.
Yeah.
Just by default of he doesn't fucking do anything.
Rotation. Arm rotation.
Coolness. Ooh, I can spin my arms
Yeah,
really
that's
fast.
pretty-
Practicality. Ooh, I can spin my arms really fast. He's so useless.
I wouldn't want this. F.
We gotta put it in F.
I gotta put him F.
I gotta put him below Barry even, I would argue.
I put him above Barry.
You want to put him above Barry?
I don't want to be balls, bro.
It just turns your limbs into wheels. The best thing I could see this doing is you could essentially be a car. That's the generous interpretation.
That's what
of
Sonic the
this.
Hedgehog does. I don't like Barry Man at all. What the fuck?
But you can be like put into storage like very easily. Like you could like
Why
if you
would
needed to
you
be.
want that? We're gonna put them together. They're equally dog shit.
とも凶悪とされるのがこの力ロギア系闇闇の実
And now we're back to the big shit, the big leagues.
This one is kind of crazy.
Mr. Blackbeard.
You know his name is Blackbeard because his beard is black.
goddamn, he's
pretty fucking cool.
Pretty fucking powerful.
Pretty powerful, pretty cool.
Now, if he had like a second fruit, that would be crazy.
Yeah,
but like, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, no one has the second fruit, so it doesn't matter.
It's pretty fucking cool.
He's pretty cool.
He can suck people in.
He can suck everything in, bro.
Oh yeah.
He's a master sucker. I would argue there's less practicality here.
It's not negative, but it's like
it's
very
just,
low practicality.
I think the thing is, there's not a lot of low end moves that you can
just
do.
like kind of suck things closer.
It's
to
either
you.
0 or 100.
Yeah, it'd be tough to be like you just open, you're like come over here, and it just like sucks over closer to you.
And he also has infinite space, so
pocket dimension.
Pocket dimension. That's pretty practical.
It's gotta be nice. He's just way too fucking strong. The destructive capability.
I think as of now, I think he still has the highest bounty.
And he's the strongest,
out of
probably the
anyone
strongest
in
person in One Piece. It's just fucking insane.
We gotta like save room just in case there happens to be like, let's say hypothetically there was a user that had like multiple layers to their power.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Acted like a god.
As the Straw Hats leave the annihilated Enies lobby with a crew that for the first time 100% wants to live, let's get another tier list update. We've largely been knee deep in C tier territory, but that's about to change with our next and spookiest saga, Thriller Bark. Being one of the shorter sagas, only 5 new devil fruits appear, but all of them are quite unique and powerful in their own ways. Unfortunately, the first one might leave you a bit hollow.
Hor no mi. Oh wait, no, that's not that. Horo no mi. She's got some power behind her. I mean, she can get really big in a ghost-like fashion, and she's a baddie.
She can make. She can give people depression. If you're already depressed, it doesn't work on you. The only reason they won is because Usopp's depression was stronger than what she could give. The explosions of the ghosts
explosions really
crazy.
add to it too. I mean,
It's kind of cool to have ghosts.
yeah, especially because they're just like
I like
cute
it.
little guys.
Yeah, no,
bro.
I think it's pretty cool.
Practicality is less.
Yeah, they can go through walls. They can get you information.
Look, everyone's depressed these days. Who the fuck?
Yeah.
You don't need. It's basically so useless.
If you've ever seen someone so happy and you're having a bad day and you just want to give them depression, you can just be like, "You should kill yourself now."
That's B.
B.
I would say B.
Who do we have? B. Yeah, I'm down for B.
Like
Yeah.
there.
読み読みの実とはよみがえる
The revive fruit. It's time for another major character. So this fruit's kind of interesting because it's
Useless. Functionally useless.
I mean, he makes it less useless.
At the beginning.
At the beginning, it's a pretty useless. It's a one-time use fruit. If you die, you come back to life.
He's a skeleton because he lost his body and it fully decayed before he found it.
But after the time skip, he can also detach himself from his own body, which is also pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty practical. Like
You die.
If you die,
and
then you just
come
don't
back,
die.
and then you come back. That's all it is.
if I could get an extra life, I probably would be down and never swim again. Not dying is pretty high on my fucking list. Like I think
Pretty fucking high.
I think I'd probably rather have an extra life than even be an L, you know?
It's only one time.
It's a one-time thing. It's true.
I am down for A tier.
Yeah, let's do A.
The shadow fruit.
This one's kind of freaky.
Basically, he just takes shadows from
Yeah.
people and puts them in other things. So he can make zombies. He can make himself way stronger as he does. He puts 1,000 shadows in himself.
If you have your shadow taken away, then like a vampire, you dissolve into nothing as soon as the sun
You
hits
just
you.
kind of get owned like this.
Yeah. It's crazy that Zoro, Sanji, and... Is that Robin?
I don't know who that is.
I forgot. 3 people die.
They all die.
Main story.
And they never come back.
Never come back. It requires so much prep time. It's very hard fought to get that power. It's very hard to
Isn't
get that
there
power.
like a whole thing where like the shadow maybe doesn't take sometimes?
If the willpower of the person whose shadow it is rebellious, like it can make some problems for like having minions. I think the problem is you need to get a horde of people to get stronger. Like, and the fact that you have to physically like grab their shadow, it's not nearly as cool as just being like, I'm taking your shadow.
That's not that practical either. I
Yeah,
would say.
very impractical.
I'd probably put this in C.
I agree.
Below Buggy or above Buggy?
I think it's got to be at least with Buggy.
Okay, well, I think he's got to be higher than Bubble.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what? I'm very tempted
Low
to
B.
just put him
I'm
right
down low
here.
B.
Let's
Let's
just
do
put
low
him
B.
right here.
Low B.
The very edge of
C
the-
C feels kind of insulting for
for
primary
a major
antagonist,
Yeah,
yeah.
for so the clear fruit
invisibility.
is very self-explanatory. You become invisible. This is a very classic superhero power. Absol
Epsilon.
is kind of perverted with it.
Showers and
Sanji admittedly said that this is the fruit he would want if he could have any fruit.
Fucking weirdo.
Because he wants to look at women. Weird. I mean, like, there's some techniques, but, like,
Yeah.
most of the power is just what it is.
Being
it's
invisible.
just being invisible.
The fact that you can make anything you touch invisible, that's pretty cool.
That is...
Like set up traps. That's a little bit of power.
You don't become invisible for good.
The only thing you could do is probably spy on people, and that's still kind of like sus.
That's like the bare minimum of good you could do, is spy on bad people. I would put him C tier. I don't think he's D tier because I think if someone offered me the fruit, I would still be like, okay, sure, I can
yeah,
be
C
invisible.
tier. C tier is fine.
俺は肉肉の実の肉球人間
So the pawpaw fruit. Now, Adam, when you think pawpaw, what do you think? Don't look at what it says. What do you think the pawpaw does?
Makes you a grandpa.
The father fruit. You instantly stun whoever. You can put anybody in timeout for up to 30 minutes at a time.
You're really passionate about fishing, but not actually that good at it.
Okay. So the pawpaw fruit has a lot of uses and is oddly powerful for what you would think. You can repel things. You can remove pain from people's bodies. You can give pain to other people.
Yeah.
You can remove memories and have other people experience it.
The repelling thing, it's not just like, oh, you push. No, like he like fucking.
It says you can fly for like 3 days with that.
yeah, like
shit.
you can just like push the fuck out of things.
It looks like they teleport. That's how fast they go.
I don't think it's that cool though. Like the power itself, it doesn't look that cool.
I say the paws on your hands probably don't look that cool.
That should probably be annoying.
The pain thing is probably the most practical
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like, you could be a doctor with that shit, but I don't know where you would put the pain. That's the only problem, is that the pain
It
has to go somewhere.
If it's just sitting around, eventually it'll go back to where it came from.
I would like to put him in B tier.
B
Or A tier.
I'm down for B tier.
Now that the Straw Hats are heading to the Grand Line's midway point, musical skeleton in tow, let's take another quick look at the tier list. Compared to a couple of sagas ago, you can really see the bell curve forming, with C tier as the peak, but this list is still far from complete. To really get a sense of where everyone ranks overall, we need to break out the big guns. It's time to go to war. Roughly considered the halfway point for the story, the Summit War Saga introduces 22 of the most powerful fruits yet to be seen. It's gonna get intense. First up, a fruit that, in a way, is kinda timeless.
Jewelry Bonnie.
Wait, real quick, Adam. Would you date her?
Would you date her? Yep.
She's 12. You sick fuck.
Power. Look, lately, spoiler alert, you can kind of turn into Luffy.
She can make a distorted future.
She can kind of be any fruit,
she can-
actually.
She can change into whatever she thinks like a possible future could have been.
She can become really buff. She can make people really old. She can make people really young.
Make them experience death.
You can make them experience death and then
And
bring them back to life. I'm like, what the fuck? That's so terrifying.
not the
It can be
coolest.
cool.
It can be cool, yeah.
With the distorted future, she can
think-
be cool shit. You know what's not cool? The people trying to date her.
It's crazy.
Now, let's say you want to go to a bar, but you're not
Yeah, that's
21. Simply become 21. Actually, let's say you go to a bar and your friends aren't 21. Bam.
It's crazy that the first thing you think about is that. The first thing I thought about was I would make my grandparents young again.
That's
But they're
also-
all dead. They're all dead. I can't do that. I can't do that shit.
I think it has to be A tier.
A tier.
Well, with the recent shit.
Low S, bro.
Oh, you mean you're thinking I'm under? You think I'm lowballing?
Yeah, I think you're lowballing. Low S. And like we still haven't seen the full power. I guess maybe we have. I don't fucking know. Her biggest weakness right now is just the fact that she hasn't been alive on Earth long enough to develop more techniques.
magnet fruit.
Fucking magnets, bro.
He is
Very attractive to metal.
he's attracted to metal. He wants to. No, I'm not gonna finish the joke.
He requires some setup because the metal isn't inherent to him. He has to acquire metal to like build his giant fists.
I will say he is awakened and he can assign magnetism to other things. That's pretty powerful.
But I would argue that he's a pretty trash user of the fruit. If Frankie had this shit, it would be over. I will say the junkyard aesthetic is fucking cool to look at. It's cool to see like just all these random materials forming into big ass hands.
Now, practicality, I could see this working pretty well day to day.
I put a high A, low S. Yeah, I think the potential is there for it to be an S tier, but like we would have to know more about how it can be used better.
Oh, fuck.
Instant S.
Instant S. We don't even need the time. I'm just gonna put it up here.
This motherfucker, his name is Trafalgar D. Water Law, and he has a sword. But his OP, it's literally OP.
It's literally OP.
It's really OP. But it means like operation, like operating. It's kind of like a medical thing. He is.
Should we play a clip?
Yeah, we should play a clip.
We should play the clip.
Within his operating room, he can cut people up with without actually hurting them.
He doesn't kill him. He can kill him if he wants to, but
could.
he doesn't want to. This is my favorite. And like he could just fucking wah.
He basically has full reign of anything within his room.
人に永遠の命を与える不老手術
So the dude can make someone live forever at the cost of his own life. At the cost of his own life. He's got it all. He's got all. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
He's cool as fuck. This is practical as hell because it's literally the ultimate devil fruit. You have to put him in S tier. You have to put him at the top. And I don't think anyone's gonna beat that. If there was hypothetically a higher gear for Luffy to attain, I think Law would still beat it. Pika Pika, you can become Pikachu.
You're made of light, Logia.
Dude, I mean,
shit doesn't affect
what
you.
What do you want us to say? If you're made of light, you're basically invincible.
Oh god, bro, you get some solar panels, unlimited energy.
You could travel light speed.
Flashbang the human being. Kick at the speed of light. Shit's crazy.
You can kill people with a lightsaber. That's literally what he's got. He has a lightsaber. It's S tier. It's gotta be. I want to say right here.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
I agree again.
No,
I mean,
you can't say
for the
again.
first time.
Shut up, shut up.
We definitely didn't do this before.
Shut up, shut up. Castle fruit. Wow.
His body's a castle.
I think this is actually low-key kind of good.
It's actually really good.
It's not just good because you can become a big castle. It's big because by default, your body is a castle and people can get really small and go into you.
Do you know how many men you could fit inside of you if you have this fruit?
So many.
So many men. He puts people on horses inside of him, and then he lets them go, and they go full size and like charge out of him. Whatever he imagines a castle is, that's what a castle is.
The dude puts tank wheels, tank treads.
I don't think that's a castle thing, but he thinks it is, so I guess
It's Hal's moving castle. Power. Decent. It's more defensive, obviously.
Yeah.
I think being a building, a walking building, but also being a normal sized person is pretty cool and practical.
Very practical.
Say because you could put things in your body. It's basically like a pocket storage, but limited. I think it's B tier. I don't.
High B. I think high B.
さてゲームを始めようか
Straw fruit. It allows you to drink anything you want. No,
It allows you to kill any turtles within a 30-mile radius.
he can create voodoo dolls. He's very into that weird like magic shit. So he can like predict the future kind of. I think out of all of the guys in this area, like the magnet fruit, the OP, I think he's the worst one. I think he's also the least cool out of those people. I don't like this one. I think it's kind of
be above C. It's got to be a B. It is lame.
I think I would rather have these ones than
That's
that
true.
one.
I can't see the utility in it, honestly, on the day-to-day. I don't go around cursing people.
I think it belongs over here.
Okay, I'm done with it.
tone
F.
fruit.
F tier.
Scratch Manapoo is kind of a meme. I will admit, I don't think it's a particularly powerful fruit. He can attack people with his sound. That's the only thing he's got going for it, is that he can weaponize music. Dude, he's not cool. He's
not cool.
He doesn't look cool. He's so annoying. He like raps all the time. He's so fucking
Imagine
annoying.
the worst band kid you know of. He can be any instrument kid.
He's so...
The most annoying person you could ever meet, probably.
If you are a musician, this is helpful. If
I'm
you are
not a
anything
musician.
else, what the fuck? It's just annoying.
His fucking mouth is a keyboard, bro. What the fuck do you... Why? Why would you do that? He looks dumb as shit. Get him out of here. I'm putting him F.
X Drake.
Dinosaur.
He's a dinosaur. It's called Dragon Fruits because I guess that's the closest thing. So Power, you know, like
He's a fucking dinosaur. That's
he's
strong as shit.
he's strong, but he doesn't have a lot to show for it. Because
Yeah,
like,
true.
look, he has no techniques.
He's a
I
shitty
looked it
user.
up. He doesn't have any techniques.
He's a shitty user.
He's just a fucking dinosaur. Look, being a dinosaur is pretty cool.
That's fucking cool.
Being a dinosaur is pretty
If you're 8 years old. No, I'm just kidding. No, it is pretty cool.
cool. The practicality is you could entertain a children's party.
Yeah, you're probably... Yeah.
Or you could fight people. C or B?
That's... I'm exactly of the same... Let's go B.
Say, Drake, I hear you like
I'm young. You better not ever go to Impel Down. Haha.
Love fruit. She kind of has like Medusa powers, but with like love mostly. Anyone that's really got the hots for her, it turned to stone. So naturally, Luffy, being the asexual king that he
Asexual
is,
king.
does not fall for
Unaffected.
this shit.
One of the things is her ability where she kicks someone and turns them to stone. It's unaffected by the emotional status. Also, a minor retcon, maybe. It doesn't have to be love. It has to be a strong emotion. But it's really weird because there's a child version of her later on in the series, like a robotic child, or like a biological child thing that turns people to stone, and that's like really weird implications for Sanji and Usopp and Frankie. Like, it's really weird implications if it has to be love.
They should join X Drake. Look, turning people to stone.
Pretty strong.
You can also turn them back. I mean, it's just Medusa. Is Medusa cool?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of positive impacts this can make.
If nobody loves you, you're shit out of luck, bro. I don't know when I need to turn someone to fucking stone.
I'm gonna put her between Pell and Von Clay.
That's fair. I'm fair with that. I'm fine with that.
Snake. Model King Cobra.
Cobra.
This is the first of 2 steak fruits back to back.
Boa's sister. Not feeling it.
I'm not. She's not doing a whole lot. Luffy kicks her ass pretty easily. I mean, Luffy kicks everyone's ass, but power, decent. Coolness, decent. I mean, being a Naga is kind of cool, right?
Lack of
but also
mobility,
you have no legs anymore. Practicality. What do you want to be a snake, bro? What?
I don't want to be a fucking snake.
I gotta put her like D tier.
I'm down for low D. And I think we can just click the next slide and just say that they're on the same level. She's a little bit better.
I think she's a
little bit better.
With Luffy sneaking into the incredibly secure Impel Down under the garments of Boa Hancock, let's take a look at the tier list in progress. The S tier fruits have nearly doubled in number and made it look a lot more evenly rated than it probably should be. Before I continue, if you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps a lot. While most of the remaining devil fruits in this saga are quite good, this next one is widely considered to be diarrhea.
It's the Venom fruit. The dude makes poison all the time. He makes poison so much that he is poisoned himself all the time.
If he was a Logia, he would be S tier. The fact that he's a Paramecia, like it's fucking with his body.
That being said, the poison does fucking destroy people pretty hard.
It's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool. The stomach problems are not cool. Venom's only really used to kill people. So unless you have a murderous tendency, I don't know what you're gonna use this for. I mean, you could break down, like, can he melt away things with Venom?
Yeah, like it's like he can.
Okay, so that's practical.
I wouldn't want this at all.
I think it's a low D.
It's
It's only not an F because it's powerful.
It has S tier power capabilities, but just the drawbacks and just how annoying this would be.
つまりバター氏はホルホルの実を食べたホルモン自在人間というわ
Hormone
I
fruit.
have to play the clip for this one because I think it's important.
Oh my god, it turns him into a woman.
They're transing the fucking motherfucking security guards.
All women are very tiny waist.
It is Oda. It is an Oda moment for sure.
Definitely an Oda moment.
Become woman, become big head, become super energetic. They're the leader of like a gender fluid like society in a prison.
In a prison.
This is more practical and powerful, I would say.
The healing capabilities is really
healing's
undersold. We really undersold
But
it
the,
so far.
the thing about the healing is it's not like just
it's
not blanket heal. It like takes energy to do that.
It's controlling your hormones to help you naturally heal. It's not oh, I'm going to instantly heal you. What happened is Luffy got hit with the fucking venom fruit, and then Ivankov was just like, all right, I'm gonna help you. It's gonna hurt like hell. And Luffy goes, fuck it. I don't like the big head thing. That just scares
funny,
me.
but that's
It just scares me the fuck. Look at the proportions. Look at the proportion. It's just crazy. B. I think B. Yeah. I'm fine. Yeah, actually, yeah, ahead of Wapple actually.
we be snipping,
Choking.
we be choking. Power wise,
It's at least a side grade to Mr. One.
it's pretty good, I would say, because like you can make anything paper. I mean, you cut stone, bro. What the fuck?
I think it's probably more practical than Mr. One.
See?
Yeah, that's fair.
Tremor fruit.
Wait, I thought Whitebeard had the fruit. You're telling me that the fruit made his beard turn black?
He also turned darker skin at the same time.
The melanin fruit.
Before Whitebeard died, he was considered to have the most powerful paramecia. It's hard to beat straight up, like earthquakes. It's crazy that Blackbeard has it. How did Blackbeard get it, bro? We still don't know.
We still don't know.
He's got two devil fruits, guys. Yeah,
It's pretty
it's
fucking.
pretty cool.
It's hard. It goes hard as fuck.
And then
You just crush the air and then just the earth starts trembling.
I think practicality. It's another 0 to 100.
Zero to 100. I have no practical use for the earth shaking. We live in California.
In fact,
It does it on its own.
It does.
It does that on its own. Like, we don't gotta do all that.
It has to be A tier.
Yeah.
Higher.
There's like zero use cases outside of actually fucking up everything.
Jozu the Diamond Man. He's got diamond hands.
He goes
Wall
hard.
Street bets would love him,
He's
bro.
dripped out. Bro is dripped out. He's absolutely dripping or drowning.
I would
He's just-
argue
he's just hard as shit.
He's just really hard. He's rock hard.
I think it's pretty cool. Like, he's dripped out.
But is it practical?
It's not practical. It's not practical. I think B.
Really? I was thinking low C or D. I really don't think this is a good fruit.
Yeah, I'm down for bottom B or top of C. We have a lot on C, so I'm like. The pocket fruit.
I have to pull up this one because it's such
This
a
guy's
short.
gross. Bro thinks he's Usopp.
And that's all you get to see of him. That's the only time he ever shows his power.
Technique giant hammer.
His technique is that he's got hammer space. This is, again, way more practical.
Very
powerful.
Not as powerful.
It also
definitely.
isn't that cool. Like having
It's-
pockets
it's
on your
so
chin.
gross. That's
looks,
so gross. I would get that covered up by a tattoo of me. I'd wear a scarf everywhere I go.
I think it's D.
Yeah, I'm down with it. This shit goes
Back to
hard.
we're back to the birds.
Mythical. This one's mythical.
The mythical zone, a
This is the
phoenix.
first mythical we see.
I believe so. I mean,
Pretty fucking
come
sick.
on.
Pretty fucking sick. Basically, he's a pseudo zone, bro, or pseudo logia,
Pseudologia.
because he can heal with his fire.
He can heal with his fire. He can heal others with his fire too.
Which
It does
is crazy.
drain their energy. That's the one weakness. Cool. It's cool as fuck.
It's the best zone we've seen thus far.
Arguably the best zone.
Yeah. I say easy S tier.
Like we gotta compare him to the straight up fire guy.
Yeah, better.
You think he's better than straight up fire? Oh,
He has so
a
many more
straight up fire
avenues.
guy can't fly.
Ace is probably like hotter firepower. But he has way more use cases, honestly. Slightly ahead of Ace, but below Bonnie. Yeah, okay, fair. This part of the thing is just like all the big hitters.
This is where all the big hitters. This guy can level anything. The only thing I would say is the problem is that he is also a 0 to 100. I mean, maybe he has capabilities of lower level attacks, but we've never seen him.
It's so strong that I don't think he could like effectively do low level attacks.
Literally, Oda himself said that this was better than the fire.
Yeah, it's
so
literally.
Logically it has to be S tier. I'm gonna put him right. Bam.
Also, fuck that guy. He killed my boy.
What are you talking about?
I mean,
what?
Like metaphorically speaking. Huh?
Who died?
私に勝とうだなんて100万年早いよ。
Washu no mi.
Clears. Absolutely clears. Very euphoric soap.
It says it makes the victim's heart cleaner.
So way better than what was called the soap girl. I forgot her name.
The soap girl.
Yeah, better than Soap Girl. She fucking takes you to therapy or some shit.
And also she folds you like laundry.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
She's definitely above
If Khalifa's C tier, so I think we have to put her over here.
Yeah.
She's not that much better though. Like when push comes to shove, you're just gonna fold people. What are you gonna do that day to day?
Yeah, that's true.
You're gonna walk up to someone and fold them like laundry.
If someone's being bad to you, you just fold them up and they're like, you know what? I was a bad person. I'll be better now.
I just want to know if she can use it for actual laundry.
Probably. If your clothes are like covered in blood of the innocent, it washes out the blood of the innocent. It makes them
guilt free.
She can turn you back into a virgin. She can.
I'm sorry.
She can.
What? Low B?
Yeah.
High C, low B.
Low B.
Another human fruit.
Mythical.
But this time it's a Buddha fruit.
Buddha fruit.
Their thing is just becoming a big thing.
I mean, kind of invulnerable to everything. Very good defenses overall.
Negative practicality.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Maybe
unless you want to
worship
fuck
you
with unless you want to be like a cult leader or something.
Sideshow freak type beat. Power wise, he's A, but I'd be down to put him high B, just cause like
below door.
Unironically, I think the door fruit would be more useful on the day to day.
The castle.
Ooh, actually, you know what? I think on par with Castle.
The huge fruit.
He's a big ass dude.
He just becomes big.
He's a big ass dude.
He's actually so big that he can stand in the ocean. The thing about the huge fruit is that there are people on here who can become huge and also have more powers.
But he's big as fuck.
He used his ability to become a maximum height of 590 feet and 6 inches.
Somebody show that. Put that against the Attack on Titan.
So 590 feet is pretty fucking tall.
And that's just height, because he is wide as shit. He is wide as shit. You gotta remember, like his water displacement must be insane. I put him at low C.
Low C too, I think.
The use case is if you want to go to the NBA. That's the only use case that I know of. Or like you need to reach something high on the shelf. But even then, it's like you can just get a ladder.
After this fruit was filmed and ranked, the following incident occurred.
All right, how are you guys doing? Are we ready? We're good?
Yeah. I can't fucking do this anymore.
What are you talking about?
It's too fucking hot. I need a break.
Dude, we're only halfway through. Like,
it's just like I'll see you in 3 days, man.
What? What the fuck just happened?
In reviewing the footage immediately after Sabio's departure, a piece of text was visible on his arm as we left. A 3D crossed out with a 60S underneath it. Before we could even figure it out, he walked back in. Totally real story aside, here's an updated tier list. I'll pause for a bit this time and let you look. Seen enough? Well, too bad, because we're skipping straight into the reunification of the Straw Hat crew in Fishman Island Saga. Like the other shorter sagas, this one only has 4 new devil fruits introduced. Of course, we immediately have to get down and dirty into the swamps of
His name is Caribou. Shrek. His name is Shrek. He's got the swamp fruit, the Numa Numa no Mi. You guys know the Numa Numa dance? You guys remember that? 2000. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Allows the user to create, control, and transform into mud.
Devious man.
A bottomless swamp. He pulls out a Gatling gun out of his own swamp, so
He basically has his own pocket dimension.
he's got a pocket dimension.
To be honest, this slimy fuck, I'd minus F tier.
Wow, really?
Fuck that,
He's
bro.
a Logia. He's a Logia.
He is a Logia.
He's a Logia.
Fuck that, bro.
It's gotta be like B tier. Is this the worst Logia?
Yes,
You think
by
it's-
far. I'd
Are
rather
you
be
saying that
smoked.
because you don't like him, or because you?
I don't, dude, it would suck to be goopy. Even though it looks like it's not goopy on the Gatling gun,
But
you know there's goop in that shit, bro.
What you guys stuck up in your goop, bro?
Who are fiddling in their goop.
I'm with you. I think it's not the best, but being a Logia, it has to be right here. He's kind of just a menace the entire time. He doesn't really do.
I think
as much.
he's a really shit user. I feel like.
He is a very shit user. He's very bad at his job.
You think he's
Fair.
Buggy level?
I like Buggy better, but yeah.
Yeah,
for
you know
sure,
what? Honestly,
fine.
yeah, I think Buggy honestly does more with his fruit than.
I know, cause like you just
Oh
you're
man.
fucking swamp human, Florida man.
The Mark fruit. This is kind of a lame fruit that's more
Very
annoying than anything.
Yeah.
Basically, you're just asking to fuck with other people.
He's just a fucking stupid stalker weirdo.
So he can use it like a boomerang if he wants, or he can move an entire ass boat very slowly towards a mermaid princess.
Yeah.
Which is what he does. Power-wise, it's not that powerful. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna put a thing to fly towards another thing?
It's like a precision thing rather than a power or like anything like that.
I think it could be useful in very small instances, but like...
if you play basketball, you could mark the hoop.
This fucker has a glove on one of his hands just so that he can keep his, like, mark to a child.
Yeah, that's the most whack
That's
shit of
also
all
weird.
time. Low D, high F.
I'm down with a low D. This one's a little early, admittedly, but she shows up first in Fishman.
It's definitely not a better rehash of the one from what's his face from Moria.
It's definitely not better Moria.
It's definitely not a better Moria. Devil Fruit.
Except it is. It's exactly that. She can take away people's lifespans.
With consent.
You have to...
You have to fear her.
You have to fear. You can do it without consent if they fear you. She creates what's called homies.
Basically, her version of throwing souls into inanimate objects.
It's pretty powerful,
It's really powerful, it is.
with the combo of taking lives and putting souls into other things. Thing on her hat is a homie. She's just surrounded by homies.
Hat, sword, 2 clouds, magic carpet, all that shit.
All that shit. I like this B.
Yeah, same.
I'm liking
Mid
the
B.
B because I mean, look, she's a primary antagonist.
Well, I think it's the same argument that I have for Gecko Moria. One of the reasons why she's so powerful is because of all the time she's had to amass this power using her fruit. On its own, the fruit isn't necessarily more powerful than anything base level. It's just how she was able to use it over time. Hi B.
I mean,
Nandaria.
I like slavery.
clip that.
That's crazy.
The turtle fruit. So this is eaten by a cat man. We don't really see him use this fruit a lot. He's kind of a character that's just around. And he happens to have a devil fruit.
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot he had this. Like I do not remember this.
Yeah, I thought he was just a turtle.
That's
I forgot.
crazy.
I forgot this was a fruit power.
And speaking of power, there's no power. He's got a little bit of defense. He can make a shell.
Bro, because like he's not even using it coolly. He could be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. He could be spinning and shit.
If we're talking coolness. He's not even like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, he's not.
And then practicality. There's no practicality.
What are you doing to where you need to be a fucking shell? You know, one of the best things that turtles can do is swim. But if you have a devil fruit, that kind of completely defeats the purpose. I go D, bro. I go D.
I go a D for sure.
Maybe even F. No. Actually,
Would you rather be a horse or a turtle?
I'd probably rather be a horse. Yeah,
Sorry,
fair.
Peckums.
That's
I know
fair.
You're
I'm-
kind of cool, but
I agree with F tier because the one thing that turtles are good at is swimming. what the fuck? You know, like,
What are we doing
What is this shit? What are you doing here?
Having saved Fishman Island from creeps and Fishman supremacists, let's check in once again with the tier list. Up until now, all Logias were A tier and above, but I guess Caribou got lost in the swamps. Too corny? Sorry, I'll move on. Next up is one of my personal favorite sagas, Dressrosa. 25 new devil fruits hit the big screen, but even though this saga remains one of my personal favorites, quite a lot of these fruits are less than appealing. You guys smell that? It smells like...
殺戮兵器を所持するガスガスの実ドギア系の能力者
The gas fruit. He can be gas. He uses that usually to become a deadly ass poison.
By default, a better poison guy, better
He's a
venom.
better poison guy.
He can take the air out of your lungs.
He is a Logia.
He can effectively fly.
He's kidnapped for like so much of the fucking.
He uses it really badly.
I'm down with A. I'm done with the
Yeah.
lowest of A's.
It's kind of funny because he's a
Funny 'cause
scientist.
we're putting him below smoker. Smoke is kind of type of gas, kind of depends what you're smoking, right? Am I right? I'm smoking gas. I'm smoking gas. I'm smoking that gas.
拙者実は世に珍しき果実を食し以来己他人を問わず
The garb fruit. It's kind of a bad devil fruit. You might like it. You're a big
pretty chill.
fashion head.
It's pretty chill.
You can make your own
Making your own
fashion.
clothes.
You can make your own clothes.
Yeah, that's true. Making your own clothes is kind of like
that's at least practical.
I would definitely rank it above the fucking turtle fruit because you can make bulletproof vest if you needed to. I put it bottom C.
I put a bottom of C, because coolness. I don't know. I mean,
It's as cool as you can be.
The one technique that he has is actually pretty fucking crazy.
Disguising.
He makes a gate, and a bunch of people just start walking through it, and they all turn into the clothes that they need. That's pretty cool.
Bro, this dude at a runway, insane.
This dude needing extras for a movie in like a medieval time, just everyone walk through. Boop, 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 boop.
I would value it higher if I didn't need to know how clothing works to fucking do it.
Do you?
I think he has to envision the clothing. And I can't envision shit. I can't decide on shit.
Salamander fruit. Adam, what do you think Smiley was before becoming the axolotl?
Like a sticker of a smiley face.
A sticker of a smiley face. You know what? You're getting closer to the vibe of One Piece, and I respect it.
He's a smiling friend. Smiling friends.
No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that either.
Smiley used to be literal poison gas, and then was fed a devil fruit.
Somehow. Imagine having a bowl of soup, dropping it onto a fruit, and then now your soup is like a fucking frog. Okay, so quick science fact: axolotls are the neotenous form of salamanders. Like it stays in the baby version, even as an adult. So it's just a salamander that never lost its ability to be in the water and shit like that. Because salamanders, once they get out of the water, I might be completely wrong. This is what I remember.
I'm actually looking up, but you're dead on.
Yeah, no, I've heard of this. I used to watch animals.
They're also critically endangered. Aw.
They're primarily found in a single lake in Mexico. Conservation efforts are in full effect. They put it on the dollar bill, on one of the dollar bills, and it became one of the best-selling dollar bills. Can you buy money, right? Like
it's
because they're critically
unfortunate that
endangered.
these axolotls are critically endangered because this is a literal poison monster created by Caesar to kill people.
He's not even trying to be powerful. He's just moving.
He just is.
He's just moving.
That's
you know?
the thing. He's not doing anything.
If you could make a smiley out of what liquid would you want a smiley out of? Dr. Pepper.
Problem is, we don't know what it would actually do if it was anything other than a gas.
Yeah, I'm just going based off of like a liquid.
I think C tier.
I agree. Assuming it's a liquid, I say like low. I'd rather have a fucking sword that's an elephant. I'd rather have anything that's an elephant because you can ride an elephant.
私は雪雪の実の雪人間。雪を自在に操れるの。
Snow fruit. Oddly enough, her harpy looking thing, nothing to do with the snow fruit. She
Not
just
really.
is made of snow.
She just be like that.
Coincidentally.
She is to Kizaru what Ace is to Akainu. Like she's just the lesser version of the ice fruit.
Oh, you want some snow in your life? You make it happen.
Cool down. It's just a messier ice fruit. High B.
Or low A.
I'm down for low A. It's just like The practicality over Caesar is very evident by. It's just a more like a shittier.
Would you rather smoke that shit or
I think
snow
snow is better than smoke.
I want that
We
snow.
want snow. We're talking a lot about drugs.
The arms fruits. The gold. She can turn her limbs into weapons. It's very useful in the offensive. Not really useful for anything.
Yeah, not
outside
really
of that.
anything else,
I would say ZT.
I think we got to talk about the practical drawbacks in the real world. How many times do you bring out weapons? I think she could get more creative with it. You know, if you turn your legs into Gatling guns, you could do a little hover maneuver, pseudo flying.
She's not using it for anything other than
Violence.
which
If you get creative with it, I'm assuming anything that can be a weapon is open and applicable to her. You could definitely kill somebody with hammers, so I think that'd be a good thing to do. Not killing people with hammers, like turning your hand into a hammer.
the spin fruit, the evolved version of the wheel fruit. It's still not great, but it has the ability to fly, which is a plus.
You have a fan whenever you want. You can cool some stuff down a little bit.
And coolness.
No, that's not very cool.
He's not very cool.
I would say he looks stupid even.
I think right here.
Yeah,
I would rather have the ability to change my weight.
Yeah, I would get more out of it.
Because especially even if we're going by flying fruits, there's so many better flying fruits up here.
It's not bad enough for F, but I don't actually want it.
Stick fruit.
Fuck no. I F tier immediately.
Really?
I could not handle.
You don't want to stick things?
I could not handle having fucking.
You don't want boogers
running
99% of the time?
Dude, he's so slimy and gross. Imagine trying to be on the computer. Bro, he's a beta. He's a fucking.
He's a beta. He's literally a beta.
Beta. I'd actually rather be balls.
I'd
rather be balls. I'd rather be balls.
There's more practicality than balls.
Fair. You know, you're right. You're
There's
right.
more.
He can do things. He can do things. I say low D. Slavery.
Hobby.
Slavery back in action. Slavery 2, actually. Wait, actually, this is Slavery 1, because Big Mom's after.
Technically, Big Mom shows after, but
Slavery 2.
this one's the more nefarious one, I would argue.
Yeah, because they forget all of their life previously up to the point that you made them into a...
So this woman, Sugar.
You stop aging the moment you eat the fruit, by the way.
So yeah, this does have a side effect of eternal youth, which is unfortunate for this girl who is 8. It looks like she's 8. She'll touch you, and you will become a doll. Have to obey her
Until she passes out.
Everyone forgets that you ever existed.
Look, whether you like it or not, she's effectively making these people immortal as long as she's alive. As long as she's not knocked out.
That's true. No, turning people into toys is not very cool.
Not that cool. Not that cool.
Especially when you forget that you did that. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking. That'd be funny if you also forgot that you did that.
I gore. You just know you have toys. You don't remember how they got them.
I would be scared of anyone who wants to do this for real.
This is actual slavery.
B?
Yeah, I'd put it a mid-high B or something. Regardless of whether you want to do it or not, you gotta admit, this has a lot of application. Dude, imagine if you had somebody that you really just didn't want to exist and you're just like, you turn them into like a teddy bear and tell them to fuck off.
The sushi no mi. You get to make sushi. Manipulate gravity. So this is probably one of the most powerful paramecias.
Oh yeah,
I would argue. It's very self-explanatory. You can adjust gravity. It's like tremor, dark, adjacent.
It's like, I definitely think it's worse.
But you can definitely use it in like specific circumstances, like that doesn't destroy the entire like environment around you.
Oh yeah, because like the levitation ability is.
You can fly.
Reverse gravity.
Again.
You ever drop your phone? No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
I would like to put him in either A or S.
I want S. I think he has a lot of practicality. It's really fucking cool. I think levitation, telekinesis type thing, pretty fucking cool.
Bartolomeo with his berry no mi, he can become a bunch of berries. No. So he can make barriers, and of course the barriers are basically for all intents and purposes, they are indestructible. I don't think... Have they been destroyed in the past?
I don't remember. I think so.
He gets pretty fucking far with these barriers, man. And he saves a lot of people's asses. He's like the ultimate support.
His only offense is that he puts his barriers on his hands so he can punch harder. He's definitely better than Jozu. He can Fortnite build. He can hit the gritty. Top of B, I think. Near top B.
Above Big Mom.
If not above Big Mom, then on par. Dude, it's a really fucking strong defensive. It's probably the strongest defense in the whole fucking show.
動こうとしても無駄ですよ。僕の技術、ぬいぬいの力で。
Stitch fruit. Okay. What the fuck are we doing with stitching, bro?
Yeah, I don't...
Stitching? Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
why would you need that?
Why would you need that? Oh, I'm gonna stitch things together.
Oh.
It's so stupid, man. I don't know. It's not very powerful at all.
Yeah.
The coolness is kind of zero.
Yeah, zero.
But the
Not
practicality is probably the only thing that's got going for it.
Yeah, you could probably do some medical shit with it. I think D, bro. Like,
I don't think it's very useful.
I would rather swim than I could just learn how to stitch things.
That's true. You could just
learn. You just learn how to stitch things. I'm never in any situation where I need that. That's crazy.
You can stitch living things. That's the only thing that's like nice about it.
I mean, you can in real life too, but it's like it's probably just not legal, you know.
It's
probably assault or something.
What do you mean not legal?
I don't know, man. If you stitch somebody to like a wall, that's pretty like fucked up. I think you could get arrested for that. Yo, you want to try it out?
What, the Dr. Pepper?
No, the fucking getting stitched to a wall. The fuck? Who the fuck is this guy? You wanna try my Dr. Pepper?
嘘なんて通じない。私はギロギロの実の眼力人間。
Glare fruit is kind of good. You can just see things really far away and also see their memories.
She got fucked out of a power. She just got observation hockey, the fruit. That's all she got. Like that? No, I'm just kidding. She got some... It can do some shit, like with the whales. She got X-ray vision. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's like traditional power.
It doesn't seem
like,
that useful.
Yeah, like X-ray vision. When do you need X-ray vision? Maybe if you're a fucking freak. Maybe if you're a fucking freak who wants to see inside of people's bodies like that. Or like a doctor or something.
I'm thinking high D.
I'm down for that.
Midway through Dressrosa, more like Dressrosa is mid, you seen this tier list? The sheer amount of C's and D's present from this half alone could only be surpassed by the second half of this saga. But before we move on, if you've liked the content so far, please consider subscribing. It helps me feel like maybe there's goodness in the world, and you wouldn't want to deny me that, would you? Anyway, let's get into the second half with the most artsy fruit to date.
芸術よ芸術。凡人には芸術が理解できないでしょうけどね。
The art fruit.
She deboobified.
She deboobified Nami. What the fuck?
That's crazy. I don't even know, man.
The power is, oh man, your art now, you can't do anything because your art now. The practicality is also like a 0. I mean,
yeah, like I don't.
It's like I think it's like a low D, F. The only reason I don't want to put it in F is because I think it's one of the more unique.
Yeah, no,
fruits.
I think so. I think it's pretty cool.
Let's go like right here. I'm gonna put it slightly above the spin.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Fuck spinning.
It's time for the best fruit.
You're scaring me.
The best fruit.
My boy, the jacket.
It's...
What the fuck is this? There are several ways to be inside, have someone inside you, and this is like probably the weirdest. I've got to say, like, what the fuck? Unzip me and then put me on. What the fuck?
Put me on. Let me consume your body real fast.
This is scary, bro.
Terrifying. So it's a possession, but
you have to voluntarily
still look like you.
They have to voluntarily put you on.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck is the point? We're spending too much time on this stupid
This is the worst.
F tier, bottom of F tier.
It might be worse than Berry.
What if you put Goldie Roger as a jacket on? Like, what if you had that? What if you had that fruit? We
What
didn't
if
know.
Goldie Roger had the jacket?
You have to be close to him. He would have to be like, oh yeah, I'll equip you. minus F, negative F. Imagine someone goes swimming, but they accidentally forgot that they had you on. Like, oh shit.
Bug fruit rhinoceros beetle.
Bugs are strong.
I feel like this would be more useful as a human if you could become that small. If you're still like the normal size, like human size, but you can be a rhinoceros beetle, I don't think it's as useful. But you can fly, so
I get you.
it's big. I'm not the biggest fan of this one personally.
Yeah, me neither.
Damn, this is crowded as fuck.
We knew this would happen.
Here, I'm gonna fix this and you can talk about the next one.
All right, I got you.
準備は万全。快速で行っちゃうわよ。
Oh, you set me up. This is literally like the same shit. Like I don't give
go
a
ahead,
fuck.
talk about it.
All right, the bug fruit model hornet. Hornets are fucking annoying, and they're not good for the environment like bees. Or maybe they are good for the environment, but I just hate them. You can fly. That's kind of cool. You probably sting the fuck out of someone. That'd probably hurt.
I will say she looks better than the other guy.
Bro, I don't know, man. She got the fatty, but like at what cost?
Now the question is, would you rather have the rhinoceros beetle or the hornet?
Beetle. Beetle over hornet. Beetle over hornet. Because beetles are fucking strong. Hornets, they just got the venomous ass. What do you value in life? Big ass or strength? Yeah, that's fine, I think. Wait, you put that above pocket dimension? What the fuck?
Where do you want it?
I don't know, probably like middle, like buffalo.
You would rather be a mole than a hornet.
I don't know. I guess flying is pretty cool. Put it on par with a snake, I think. I think that the biggest drawback is you have the ass. You just have the fucking bee ass.
You think that's a drawback?
If you had that in this apartment, you couldn't do shit. Like, you're like triple the size of a normal person, but just your ass.
The pop fruit, they can make anything pop.
Yeah.
They can basically just make everything swell up like a balloon. Got a lot of offensive capabilities.
Yeah, I'd say so.
If you're into inflation,
not in this economy.
We're getting a lot of D's or C's, I'm realizing.
Yeah, because these are not the big hitters. These are the
That's true.
These are the pawns.
I'm gonna put them below the stitch fruit, honestly.
Yeah, I'd rather learn how to stitch really hard.
So he's choosing to dress up like a baby?
It's a very tragic backstory. Like, we're not even joking. Like, it's pretty fucking sad. By default, with nothing else, it's gotta be middle of C, just because you lose the ability to swim, but you gain the ability to swim.
Dude, swimming through ground and walls is pretty great.
I feel like I could run faster than I could swim.
I feel like by default it makes you good at swimming. Am I crazy?
That probably makes sense.
Like, why would it not do that?
You'd go above maybe 5.
I think so.
Okay, for sure. I mean, I say middle of C just because like you lose swimming but gain swimming.
Ton no me. Oh boy.
Wait a minute, this is just like the other one, but it's not.
You know that meme? It's like Daniel, the cooler Daniel. This is the cooler Daniel.
He can't fly. He can't hover, can he?
You're right. He cannot go light enough to fly. But the flip side is that he can get way heavier. 10,000 tons versus 20,000 kilos.
Somebody do the math.
It's a lot. It's a lot more. And I think Oda himself said that this is the better version, like, scientifically. So we can't put it below Miss Valentine. But I also think it's still D tier because ultimately it's the same power, which is not useful for anyone.
Well, Oda's saying that it's the better version is just in terms of like strength and power. I think this is detrimental. I think this is detrimental to
really,
like at least you have the utility in real life of being able to hover or something if you feel like it. I don't know. I would go slightly less than the kilo. I'd rather do kilo. When do you need multiple tons? You know, when do you need that? I'm
gonna put it right next to it. I think it's gonna get the edge. I'm gonna give it the edge because I want to edge. I mean, want to edge him.
ひらひらの実のフラッグ人間。俺自身はもちろん触れるものすべてはためく物質。
The ripple fruit. This one's pretty decent. The ultimate power of this is just making things act like fabric when they're not. So he does that with swords. His cape is made of steel. I think his biggest power is like rippling the ground itself, which is
that's pretty
pretty powerful.
Practically speaking, I don't know.
You need the ripple things a lot, Sabio.
Probably not. Maybe like if you had like really tied up cables, you could ripple them out or whatever.
Or is it, it's just king of the D's today. I don't. Maybe this.
D's nuts.
Maybe this is C. I think putting it in D feels a little disrespectful because there's like actual power to this one.
I guess so. Yeah. I'll agree. All right.
It's the SpongeBob guy.
I actually like this one.
Yeah,
I actually like this one a lot.
He's pretty cool.
Effectively, you could go through walls that are made out of, rock-like material. If it's like really hot outside and you don't want to like be in the sun, you can just go into the ground. I'm cool with B because I think that there's a lot of power, a lot of practicality, and I think it is kind of cool. Other than his voice, but that's just him. That's not the fruit, as far as we know.
奇妙なことが立て続けに起きておったゆえ、しばし壁の中にて隠れておったが。
The brush fruit.
I hate this guy so much.
You can make food out of it, and supposedly it doesn't taste very good, but it'll get you through it. He creates a dragon to help them scale a giant elephant.
One of the saddest moments.
It's just the practicality is so high.
It really does depend on how good you are at drawing, so it probably wouldn't be as good for me.
Again, you never go hungry.
Never go hungry.
You'll never go hungry. Actually, if you want anything, as long as you know how to draw it, you can get it.
Yeah, it's pretty like,
oh shit, I broke my phone. Draw a square. Yeah, oh look, it's a phone.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's really tied to how imaginative and creative the person is.
I want to put this right here.
I'm down. I'm so down for that. Like, I think the fruit is really fucking good.
何も聞こえねえ。お前が騒ぐから壁を張ったんだ。防音壁。
Oh,
hell yeah.
The calm fruit.
Shout out Corazon.
He's dead, but it's unfortunate.
Spoilers.
Nullifying sounds. Basically, it's like, let's say it's like 2 a.m, alright? And you're trying to sleep.
Let's say that your downstairs neighbor doesn't like it when you're
really loud. Let's say hypothetically, your downstairs neighbor doesn't like how loud you're somehow being at 2 a.m, even though it's usually just your cat running around and has nothing to do with you. You could make it so they don't hear anything. And also, you can't hear anything outside of the bubble. So let's say there's like, hypothetically, at 4 a.m. there's a fire going on outside your apartment, and there's a bunch of fire trucks and whatever outside your place, and they're all making a fuck ton of noise. No, they're not.
If you want someone to shut the fuck up, you can just go, silence.
This is the shut the fuck up fruit.
I'm fine with B. I think practicality and like there's, no inherent power, but if it's too loud, just don't have it be loud anymore.
The heel fruit.
Heel fruit.
I feel like this one has the potential to be more powerful than what's shown. It only works with like tears. That's the only thing that sucks about this one. Yeah. So you can only heal people with your tears.
Which sucks for her because she's like...
Her dandelion elixirs are pretty powerful, even though they drain your energy.
If you cry a lot, it's probably pretty good. It's good. It's just like the draw, like just activating the ability is kind of tough. If it could be like other liquid, that would have been way better. It's just like, it's a tough thing to say because...
What do you mean? Like you say, if it's like spit, do you think it would be better?
Yeah, I could spit forever. But
like, you want to be healed by someone's spit? I swear someone somewhere has done that bit before.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll look it up in post. I'll show the clip in post. Whatever I find.
100 girlfriends, finger in the mouth.
No.
Finger in the mouth moment.
High C?
Yeah, I see. I'm down with it.
3人いる災害と称される懐刀のその一人
Elephant, model, mammoth. Now this one's far less interesting than Funkfried.
Yeah, honestly,
simply because it's just a guy who ate the fruit instead of a fucking sword.
Like, I like this less than the elephant.
I would rather just be a straight up elephant. It's not that much worse than the elephant one though.
Yeah, honestly, just side grade elephant.
It's falling apart.
It's fine. You just pierced his heart.
Stabbing him into the heart.
Oh my god, you just killed him.
I killed him.
Now that the Straw Hats have returned the memories of Dressrosa citizens and beaten the man pulling the strings, let's take a look at the tier list. And oof, that's a lot more C's and D's. Oddly enough, this arc single-handedly pulled the tier list closer to a classic bell-shaped curve. But will it hold? Let's find out as we move on to the land of high blood sugar and class warfare on Whole Cake Island. 19 devil fruits are introduced here, with the vast majority belonging to the children of Big Mom. But first, we have to start with a somewhat unconventional looking ninja.
Oh hell yeah, Raizo.
Raizo's a ninja.
How tall do you think this guy is?
3 feet.
He's 10'2".
Okay, I'm sorry.
10 foot. Holy fuck.
Yeah, he's tall as shit. He's
Tall
tall
as shit.
His proportions are crazy. Holy shit, your body is absurd.
He doesn't use his fruit a lot. He just
Yeah.
kind of uses ninja shit.
You just absorb shit and then put it somewhere else.
Yeah, he just throws
Which-
fire back at him at one point.
Effectively, it's like kind of like a pocket dimension, but it's like you can't put unlimited stuff in there, right? It's just like imagine a car is coming barreling at you and you just absorb the car and then you put it somewhere else. This isn't like expressly shown, but it is like frozen in time, right? Like it's like whatever you put in the scroll is kind of just in the scroll until you let it out.
You can also summon drawings from scrolls.
Okay, yeah, like that makes
manifesting
sense.
them into objects. So kind of like the brush.
Yeah.
You see a lot of scrolls in your life, Sabia?
No, but if I had this, I would make a lot of scrolls. Bro, imagine you're at the CVS and you're like, you print out a receipt and you're just, oh.
You can take the receipt and then change it so that you don't have to pay anything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're like, my receipt says $0.
Ooh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh. Just write money on a scroll and just go,
You have to give me money.
money. I think that one of the best things he used it for was he just like dipped his scroll in the water or whatever. Like he just took a fuck ton of water and just flooded this place.
When you think about it, like
I think it's actually better than C.
it might be B.
I think B. Yeah, let's go B.
Low B for sure. Mirror Mirror is actually pretty big because
Yeah.
it's another like multi-dimensional
Transportation type
thing.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of a teleportation fruit in a way where you can just kind of jump through mirrors. You can take people into the mirrors, trap them in the mirror world, although they do eventually figure out how to get out, kind of.
Quick travel would be easy as shit. You know, like you just end up in someone's bathroom.
Yeah, the only problem is that you can only travel through mirrors, so it's like you're traveling through bathrooms.
I forgot. Do you have to be able to like climb through the mirror or like?
It's definitely a certain size because right, they like it's effective to like break a mirror.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
like otherwise it'd be like, all right, you can never fucking like take away your power to do so. So I'm certain it's like small enough size it like just won't work at all.
And then the other thing is that she can make things look like other things. She uses it to make animals look like the Straw Hats. Honestly, it's not as effective of a technique because they don't talk like the Straw Hats still. They still make animal noises.
It's a really good fruit though. I think that
I think so too.
there's a lot you can do with that. You know, dude, if you're like, I want to go to my friend's place, but you're in LA, so you know, driving takes forever. So you could just be like, yo, like throw up that mirror.
How big is your mirror? Like, could you measure it?
Can you like measure your mirror? Or, like,
This feels like it's gonna be used for creepy reasons. I'll be honest.
whoa.
You can see the people in the mirror
Yeah.
when they're looking at you. Like,
Yeah,
so,
Yordi.
so it's not even like stealthy.
Yeah, Yordi. Yeah, Yordi. I don't know. You're the one who's making it creepy. The traveling is so nice.
I think in this.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah.
中身もそっくりそのままさペロリン
All right, lick fruit. I don't know why it's called lick fruit when it's mostly about controlling candy, but that's how the cookie crumbles.
No, we haven't gotten the
That's
cookie.
how the candy crumbles. This dude can make candy. That's about it. He can make anything out of candy. He can turn people into candy, kind of. He makes candy armor, candy walls, candy waves.
It's like a really shitty Logia.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the
Yeah.
shittiest ice fruit.
Yeah, he's got all the powers of a Logia though. Without, I mean, he can still get hit, obviously.
Yeah.
But like,
Okay, so the ice fruit is really useful because it's ice. This one, you would just be attracting ants. You know, like, it would be really annoying. It would be so fucking annoying. And, like, no, I can't imagine having candy armor. That would, oh my god, that would
It'd be so sticky. Also, as a diabetic, this is probably the worst fruit for me ever.
I don't want to put it in A.
I don't want to put an A either.
It has a lot of aspects that we like.
It's too specific.
But yeah, I think so too. Just the fact that it's candy, I think it has to be like, yeah.
The bis fruit.
Biscuit. That's how the cookie crumbles.
That's how the biscuit crumbles. I think his one weakness is that he is ultimately made of edible material and gets kind of owned.
If I had the milk fruit, it's over for him. He does a lot with it. Like, it's really strong. Like in terms of like his crackers are really strong. Like infinite food is like
Manipulation of limbs is also pretty powerful.
the way that he does it is pretty good because it's not like, as far as we know, he kind of just creates it, like it just pops into existence.
C tier for me, I think ultimately.
I think high C is good, or like mid high C.
Bata no mi. She can create butter and control it. Whoa.
Imagine you're eating pasta with her and she's like, your cholesterol is about to go insanely high.
She says, actually, fuck you. Debutters your butter noodles. No. She can move people with the butter, but like, oh man.
Liquid manipulation, except it's butter.
It's just only butter. D tier, this is...
I mean, liquid manipulation's pretty good, though. Like, the ability to move. It's just like you get shit all greasy. Like, that's the biggest downside. Like, the least practical shit is like, you can move things with it. You can move things with liquid, but like, it's gonna be greasy and just sticky and like... No, actually, I'm with you. D.
Book. You can manipulate books. You can put people in books. You can use them as prisons, which this guy uses. And then obviously he can travel into like worlds of books and trap people in those same worlds of books. With this fruit, you could go into One Piece as well.
Imagine writing fan fiction and then and then just hopping in. You could self-insert.
You could self-insert literally.
Books are so strong; they're getting banned in school, bro. Like you gotta. That's a powerful
Books
fruit,
OP.
dude.
Books OP.
You're right. I think I'd like this one.
It's a good one. I think it's a good one.
I think it's a B for me.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Cream.
Fuck no.
You wanna get creamy? Want to get creamy?
I think this is a shittier butter fruit.
When he creams all over Luffy. No, well the only thing is that it like gets really hot.
It's like a little better than mucus.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than mucus.
This is dog shit.
I don't like this.
I don't know why I'm defending this.
I don't like this.
I don't like this one.
It's gotta be D.
I think I would rather have diarrhea
Then be creamy.
than be creamy.
I don't know, man.
Would you rather have? No, you know I can't. I'll put it over.
Dude, do you have to look that fucking stupid to have this fruit?
I think he's just like that.
さあどうぞ
Ring fruit.
Just
You want to drain people like liquids? Let's watch. Let's see what it looks like.
get sucked on, bro. It's fucked up.
So
She's fucked
this
up.
is one of the weirdest ones, I think. So she could drain people.
Dude, you like get sucked dry.
She could drain me.
What you got? What would it taste like?
What would I taste like? Probably candy. The diabetic. No. Imagine being able to take whatever you want and drink it. What? I'm trying to think of like, okay,
I don't know,
I guess
man.
you won't die of
Thirst.
because you'd be like, oh, sand. That'd be so funny. You're just like, all right, I'm gonna take the sand and wring it out to juice.
It would taste like sand though, so
It
I
would
don't
still
know.
taste like sand. I think this one's kind of fun, but
I wouldn't put it above. I wouldn't put it on C.
no. I think it's
It is.
D,
It is a
but
funny thing.
I'm gonna say D, but like
Bottom. I think it's near the bottom of D or middle of D.
手前卵男爵と申しますわる
The egg fruit. This is a Zoan. This guy's got 3 transformations. Every time he gets like sliced up and fucked up, he becomes even stronger. And then somehow eventually he goes back to the original Baron Tamago, but I don't know.
I think it's negative cool.
I don't think it.
I think it's not
being
that cool.
a chicken. You don't want to be a chicken.
It looks stupid as shit. You got to get hit in a very specific area, and then, you know, to power up, you become a chicken. Nah, bro, I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with it at all.
This is not great.
Yeah, it's not good. You have to get it
anyway. You slice it. But I do think it's better than most of these D tier Zoans.
Bottom C, then, I guess.
Would you rather be a beetle or an egg?
I'd probably rather be the beetle.
We're halfway into the saga and haven't ranked a single fruit over B tier. The Charlotte family really needs to step up their game if they want any hope of beating the Straw Hats and Law. On the plus side, at least they don't have any F tiers. That's enough tier list talk for now. But while we're here, please subscribe. I really need it. Thank you. Now, where was I? I forgot who's up next.
The Memo fruit.
This one, I like this one.
This one's fun. This one only has really sinister uses, unfortunately, unless you want to treat people with PTSD by removing their memories.
You go, hey grandma, I know you don't remember anything. Let me just take out your memories.
There's a lot of media about removing memories and how it doesn't usually work out well for people. So I'd be a little cautious using this one. I like that it looks like a film strip though. That's cute.
That is pretty cool.
But it's just so nefarious, man. I don't know if I'd ever want it. Like,
you could live your own 51st dates.
Oh God,
Adam Sandler.
That's fucked up. Yordi, are you implying that you would want to do that?
Yordi, that's fucked up.
It's a romantical.
Oh, it's romance. It's romance to make someone forget that they met you. Okay.
I'm gonna tell your girlfriend. I'm telling your girlfriend this. Yeah, honestly, it's pretty good. I like how it is, but it's not useful.
I think it's a very interesting conflict,
especially when you can do it with Kuma's fruit.
True.
You could a lot of it.
It's not manipulating.
No. But like you could a lot of it you can do with Kuma's fruit.
I mean, what would you do with it, Francisco?
I'd probably make top 10 lists of my funniest moments.
You pull out clips from your memories. What's up, guys?
Twitch chat would love this. You're just clipping random things from people's lives.
Chat clip that.
Chat clip
it. The bird fruit.
Let's go.
Model albatross.
Yeah,
this guy kind of drops the ball on this one. In the world of One Piece, this is. You might as well just be a bird.
Yeah, that he was just a bird.
Fruit?
Yeah, might as well just be a mink, bro.
Might as well just be a talking bird. Like, you don't need to have the devil fruit.
Can't fly.
He can't even fly.
The one thing that we could have given him. And
do you know how good an albatross is at flying?
No.
Really fucking good. Would you rather be a dog? Would you rather be a turtle?
I'd rather be anything that can do anything other than, like...
I'll put him above Cage.
This guy can't move fast. He can't fly. What the fuck?
Actually, you know what? No. I'm putting him below Cage.
Yeah, honestly...
Fuck Cage. Cage is stupid, but this guy is just...
Yeah, above balls, but below Cage. I agree. Let's go.
A hard pivot to one of the strongest ones. A pseudo Logia. Awakened Paramecia. This is an example of what happens when you are creative with your fruit. The power is crazy. The coolness is surprisingly cool.
Yeah,
you would not think that Mochi is that cool, but
I feel like it's practicality. Like you get the same stuff as like Luffy. You can stretch. You can do that. The only problem is you're probably sticky.
Top of B, bottom of A.
Yeah, I'm down for A. Just the fact that you can stretch out and like do stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
The puff fruit. I don't know why it's called the puff. It's a genie. It should be called the genie fruit, but that's okay. He can summon a warrior from his belly. He rubs it. He rubs his dummy, and the genie pops out. And the genie is just really strong. It doesn't grant any wishes or anything that a genie would actually do.
Yeah.
He's just really strong. And that's why I think this is D or F. I think this is a dog shit fruit.
It's pretty bad. And it may or may not be slavery. We don't know.
Maybe his first and only wish was that his genie had hands.
He only got one wish. Oh, I want a genie with hands. I want a genie with hands. No, imagine that is the fruit. When you get the fruit, like, you get 3 wishes. And this is the 3 wish. I wish I had a really cool belt. I wish the genie could come out of the belt. I wish the genie had hands.
I wish my outfit was ridiculous.
If you actually did get wishes, this might be okay. Like, even if they were like small wishes, but
I'm gonna put them right here.
yeah, I'm down for that.
Put them right here.
It's not detrimental enough to be an F tier, but like it's fucking stupid. Like I don't know, man.
This is another heat-based one, literally heat fruit, aptly owned by Charlotte Oven.
You gotta just name yourself some weird shit and then hope that a fruit finds you.
That's why I'm changing my name.
I'm changing my name to Big Booty Bitches.
The main thing that he can do is just heat the things up. He heats up the ocean. He makes the other things heat up.
He's boiling the ocean. That was pretty crazy, right?
That is pretty cool. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power.
It's a lot of power, but it is...
The thing is that I think he directs the heat more than Ace, where the heat is a flame and then the flame affects the surroundings.
And then, of course, the Paramecia Logia difference. I think it's B or A.
Yeah, I think this could be, like, if this was the Logia, it could potentially be on par or better than Ace's. But since it's a Paramecia, it's got to be, like, lower than Ace. I mean, me personally, I don't need things to make things hotter than they are. You know, things are already pretty hot.
I'm already pretty hot. Cook fruit. You will not starve.
But it doesn't taste good.
It famously does not taste good. Would you eat wood meat? Would you eat?
I would.
Did you eat that in the morning?
Like, huh?
Call that morning wood?
No. I won't call it that.
If the food was better tasting, I think this would be a way better fruit.
The fact that the food tastes like bad. It's nutritious though. So if you're like watching your macros, this could be really good for you. If you're allowed to season, then this might actually be good.
But if you had the seasoned fruit, you just add seasoning to
pepper, salt,
paprika.
I would actually take the seasoned fruit. I hate it when I'm out of like seasoning. I just
Lose your ability to swim for seasoning.
What?
Lose your ability to swim for seasoning.
Yes. Yes, I would actually. I would take that.
I want to put them in the highest of D.
I'm down.
I'm down. Highest of D.
It's just barely not enough to make me want it.
Pile. This one's kind of dog shit.
Yeah, this one's pretty weird.
So there's a dude that is a bunch of siblings that can turn into a big dude. Now, that's the guy who actually has the fruit. All the other siblings are just part of the transformation. You guys ever seen Steven Universe? This is
him.
This is a crystal gems,
That's
bro.
him.
That's what
him.
he is.
Yeah, low D.
I would rather have a genie that throws hands.
Yeah, no, that at least you don't have to require other people in your bullshit. Definitely didn't change.
We definitely did not change the order and put Suit where he actually belongs, which is right here. You would think it's just Suit, but he actually kind of turns it into something useful.
All carcinogens. You can control all carcinogens.
I think this
Cancer.
is one of the...
Cancer.
It's weird. It's called the Soot fruit, but all he uses is crows. He has basically turned his soot into soot crows.
It's a weird thing. Like, it was technically introduced earlier, but like we just recently we kind of see more of the capabilities. I think its potential is at least on par with Smoke. It's just the way that he uses it. I don't know if that's like a certified him thing or if that's part of the fruit.
I would rather be Smoke than be Soot.
That's true. It's
so
really
dirty.
annoying. It's so annoying. Yeah, like
I think it's gotta be high B.
I guess high B. I was gonna go low A, but if we consider it as a logia, you know, you still have the capability of, you know, being cracked apart, even if you are. But I'm down for high B, I guess.
I'm gonna stick with high B. I don't see a good reason for it to be an A. The push fruits.
This one's actually pretty good.
The dude is like a mole, but not that mole. He just can go through the ground and move it around.
Created the area in Impel Down where Ivankov and all those people live.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that's how the floor was created. Floor 14.5 or whatever the fuck. He escaped from Impel Down with this ability.
Oh, he's the one that secretly
that created that area.
Right.
And then created the revolution. If you own land, pretty fucking good.
So no one in our generation is gonna use this
F
fruit.
tier. It makes me feel bad about never being able to own a house.
I think it's a C.
I'm down. Yeah, I think it's C because I kind of like it, but also like I like swimming a lot. I enjoy being able to swim.
Damn, you really like swimming, huh?
It's okay.
お前がヒーローかもしれない
Crazy outfit.
It's actually quite useful for her job.
It's very much the opposite of the hollow fruit. You know,
it's actually the anti-hollow fruit.
Anti-depression. Like it's the public speaking fruit. Like you just inspire people. It's the motivation fruit. You know those dudes who like the Alpha podcast is like, you need to be the best person you can be, and also you hate women.
That last part doesn't apply.
But as far as we know, you can only make people do things that like deep down they really want to do.
This is their latent potential.
And they're what's all you do buff them. So it's very good supportively. I think this one in real life is super useful.
This one's dangerous in real life.
It is very dangerous in real life.
If a politician gets this one, ooh, baby.
Yeah.
I feel like it would make you a politician.
By default?
Just by default, because you would just have this urge to just pump people up.
Yeah, it's the propaganda.
You could be the ultimate motivational speaker.
Ultimate propagandist. I think this is a really strong fruit. I'd have to give it at least A.
Really?
I think it's really strong. Like, as much as I shit on things like Moria's, because like you need prep time and you need all this stuff, I think just the amount of practical use in every day, and it's really fucking cool. It's really fucking cool to give a speech.
You could
and
pump
just
yourself up with it. Like
self-motivation?
Let's say you're having a bad day. You're like, dude, I need to get this done, but I just don't want to work on it. And then you just wave a flag at yourself. You're like, I will put it below Caesar.
It's so fucking, especially if you could.
The very bottom of A.
Okay, yeah. Especially if you could make yourself more motivated. Motivation is a huge deal. Like that shit. If you're not motivated, you're not doing shit, bro.
As the Straw Hats escape from the clutches of Big Mom and head to meet up with the rest of their crew, let's take another look at the tier list. I really wish Tier Maker made their files extend outwards rather than wrap them around and make the whole thing really vertical. Makes it harder to showcase the whole thing at once. Also, they don't really give you a high resolution version, which is just so frustrating. Sorry, that just turned into a rant about Tier Maker and not about the list itself. The ranking is almost complete. We just need to tackle 2 more sagas. Let's enter the closed-off country of Wano. The longest saga to date, this epic battle introduces 18 new devil fruits into the mix. This includes the largest collection of mythical and ancient Zoans. But before all that, in classic One Piece fashion, we gotta meet a cute girl with an unbearably tragic backstory.
The Millet is another food-related one, but this one is like the opposite of the cook fruit in that it creates delicious food, but it will not nourish you, so you will still starve to death. The plus side of this is that you can control animals, and that's mostly useful in
this arc,
in this world, where satyr centaur ladies can show up. But the power is, I don't think it's that great, but it's more than you think.
Sure. Kind of like a soft slavery, but we haven't had her do anything too crazy. Where, like, we don't know how far like the subservience goes.
Well, because she's a kid, so like it would be really funny if she was like, "You should kill yourself now."
Kill yourself now.
It's probably like the most C tier fruit out of the ones we've covered. It's very meh.
いただきます
Did you see it?
I'm gonna play the clip first for this next one.
Did you see it?
My boy! Bunbuku, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything. He literally sits there and smiles the whole time. It's a teapot that ate a tanuki fruit.
Yeah.
So we're back back at it again. I love it. Tanukis are like famously like a mischievous and like actually kind of powerful.
Turn into stuff.
Yeah, they can shapeshift. They transform with their balls.
Yeah, they have big balls. They got a really big sack. Yeah, originally that wasn't supposed to be what's called like a mat. That was supposed to be his ball sack. That's not a joke. You could look that up. You could look that up right now.
Look it up where?
Ballsack.com. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? I don't have this source on me. I think it's at least a C. Just because
it's a C.
It's just a friend. You just have a friend.
It's just a guy.
In fact. No, it's a C. It's a C. I can't argue this.
Bro, what does he do? He doesn't do shit.
What do you mean?
He doesn't do shit.
He's cool. Do you see his smile?
You're like, yeah. Sounds gonna be C, bro.
You're already so
everyone
mad.
else can fucking like do shit.
Bro, he outscales Bello Betty in terms of self-motivation.
Anyway, this is obviously a C tier, and we will have no room for discussion.
Shut the fuck up, Yuri. Why are you speaking of now of all time?
Honestly, I think it's gotta go above Buggy. It's gonna go above Buggy the Clown.
I'm down. Fuck it.
Right here. Remember, this is objective, so if you disagree, then you... I should also point out that it can no longer boil water. But it's C tier. We all agree it's C tier. All of us here.
If it could boil water, it scales higher than oven.
Actually, let's keep moving it up. Let's keep talking ourselves into it.
S tier.
Let's keep moving it up.
ここまでね。また未来へ飛ぼう。
It's time to get serious.
It's time.
It's time to get serious. This fruit is not as good as you would think. Only because you can only go forward in time.
Yeah.
If you could go backward in time, this would be an S tier fruit.
You ever see the movie Click? This is the second time I've referenced it in this video. The downside, in the movie Click, he goes too forward. And he's like, fuck, I missed out on the past. There's a lot of downsides as a regular human being in the regular world. You miss out on a lot of things. If you like your family, fuck, rip.
Well, if you like your family, then you might as well just not use the fruit.
Yeah, exactly.
And now you've just lost the ability to swim.
But if you really needed to, you could be like, hey, bro, shit's tough right now. But you don't know how, you know how long you're putting in the future, but you don't know what has changed. I don't think it's B. I don't even know if it's B. I think it's hard.
I don't know if it's B either.
If we put, I don't feel bad.
Below the bubble fruit is such a meme.
It has a lot of potential, and it is objectively pretty cool. But the downsides are just so prevalent.
I'm gonna put it right.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair.
Okay, so Kaido, the king of beasts, is a fish.
Big ass fish.
He's a fish, but this model's a dragon. Not to be confused with the dragon fruit,
which is
an actual fruit, but not to be confused with the dragon fruit,
which is not to be confused with Dragon D's nuts across the chain.
So Kaido is pretty fucking powerful. It takes Luffy and the gang about 2 years in our time to beat Kaido.
He can fly.
He can fly.
He's big as shit. One of the best things about the other flying fruits is you get to be normal sized. If you're flying with him, you have to be like a mile long or whatever the fuck. I feel like the impracticality of having to be that fucking large.
He's really fucking
He's
powerful.
really fucking strong.
I think Kaido's better than
I think
Big
so too.
Mom.
Bottom A, you think?
Like above Monet.
That's fun.
The ripe fruit. Kind of a worse age fruit.
Maybe a better rust fruit.
She could use it on swords, probably. And
Yeah.
it would just decay in the same way. But she can also make people older, for example. Like if they needed to, say, become the rightful ruler
Of a kingdom.
Of a kingdom that's been closed off from the rest of the world for hundreds of years. They could do that.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
They could also put a hole in the ground. Okay, let's say you're like, oh shit, I bought these bananas. They're not ripe yet. Oh look, they're ripe now. Wow.
Me when I really want to make beef jerky. Oh hell yeah! I'm so glad I can't swim. Let me just make some beef jerky.
You want to see the garden that you planted? You can with the ripe fruit.
If you're really into vintage clothing, you could age and distress all your garments. One of the worst things is you can't go back.
You can't go back. That's the only downside. It's like the time fruit. I think B tier. I think it's. There's a lot of uses. It's not particularly like offensive power.
No,
but
it's true.
I think it's around this. Dog fruit, nine-tailed fox, so it's a kitsune.
Isn't her power like kind of similar to Bon Clay's where she can turn into other people?
Mm-hmm. She can.
And she has offensive capabilities, so just by that, she's probably already outscaled Bon Clay. I think we got to put her at least B because, you know, she hasn't been in the spotlight, but we know that nine-tailed foxes are like very magical. Ooh, you know. Mythical.
Another mythical. This guy's a dick.
Oh hell yeah, he is.
Basically, you become like a Hydra of sorts.
Yeah.
They cannot regenerate any of the heads they've lost, reducing their lifetime each time they suffer a death. So basically, he has 8 lives. He can be decapitated 8 times, and he does get decapitated 8 times.
Not very practical in the least.
But no.
As far as we know.
I mean, having 8 lives is kind of crazy, right?
Hey, that is kind of...
There's a difference between 8 lives and 8 heads, but yeah.
Maybe he could think 8 times as fast, but it doesn't matter because he's dumb as shit.
My gut is telling me
maybe
low B.
Low B, I think low B.
I'm gonna put it around the Gecko Moria.
Yeah, I mean, he was just really lazy with his fruit.
Yeah, he's kind of just a shitter.
Dragon fruit, Spinosaurus. So we're getting into these guys and girls. They're all ancient dinosaurs of some kind. This one doesn't really have any like special techniques other than just being a dinosaur.
Yeah.
It is weird. It's weird that he puts his name on his chest, like that. I mean, and also the P is on his arm, so it looks like it just says age 1.
This is him at 1 year old.
That's what I thought it said.
I think he's okay.
He's just strong.
I put him in high B or A.
Yeah, I think he's a B, but I think he's probably somewhere in the middle. Just because, like, I know the other ones scale way higher, and he's kind of just the weakest dinosaur fruit.
Is slightly more useful because you can fly.
Yeah.
You can become a guy on fire.
No, that's just him.
Really?
That's just his bloodline.
He looks cooler than page 1,
Mm-hmm.
just by virtue of having like this sick ass suit.
The fruit itself is like kind of just dinosaur that can fly.
High B,
High B or low A.
Ironic, the ancient and mythical fruits are all BC. Alright, fine. I'll shut up and let you watch the update in silence. How about that, huh? How about I just sit here and say nothing and let you watch as the low quality image, yes, I'm still mad about it, scrolls up row by row and you find something to correct me about. Yeah, that's right, go ahead. Type out a comment about how wrong or stupid I am, and if it happens to be well sourced enough, we might just respond to it in the near future. Hint, hint. And while you're at it, scroll up a little and subscribe so that you can make fun of my other takes in the future, even if they're not always One Piece related. Anyway, let's plunge back into the realm of unusual Zoans with yet another unusual user. At this point, it's pretty usual. So this is another animal that has eaten something. This time a fox has eaten a human fruit. Basically kind of like a ghost, if you know what a yokai is. It's not useful for us really, other than you just become a big guy with a bunch of like tattoos and shit.
Yeah.
When you first meet him, you think it's just that guy.
Yeah, you just think he's a dude. Look, if we think about it, like we give this to an animal and then they can effectively gain sentience and transform into dude. It's got to be at least, C or B. What do we have Chopper at?
Oh, we haven't met A.
But that's because he has so many fucking forms. It's definitely probably below Chopper, but by how much is kind of what I'm concerned with. I mean, I don't say he's on par with Chopper, but I think that would be a reason to put him in B. You know, like he can't be a C. It can't be a C tier because you're basically giving sentience to an animal.
Okay, I want to play the clip for this one because I think this one is ridiculous. Adam, if you had to guess, what do you think if this guy had a power other than being a dinosaur? What would you expect it to be?
Like stretchy, like he's a tall.
Okay, stretchy.
What attack do you think he's about to do right now?
About to whip his dick out and swamp all these guys.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Okay, that's close. That's close.
Yeah, that's close.
He did whip it out.
Yeah, that's great.
He whipped out a snake, all right. With that power in mind, I think he has to be A tier.
Yeah, A tier.
That's like because he's also really fucking powerful,
And
just
really
in
huge.
general.
And just huge as fuck. Big ass forehead lady.
I don't know exactly what this dinosaur is IRL, but I assume it's the headbutting one because her technique is that she can headbutt
It's the
people
one with the big ass
really,
forehead.
really hard.
Usopp took one to the dome.
Yeah,
He's a
and
freak.
Also, Usopp doesn't have anything in his head, so it's fine.
Head empty.
This one's worse than Queen. I think it's about on par with Page 1.
I think it's a bit better than Page 1, just a little bit at least.
So, yeah, maybe like right here.
Yeah, because Page 1 got the spines for protection or whatever. She got the offensive capability of just coming up and hitting you in the fucking head.
僕だって驚いた。海に出たいのに金槌になるなんて。
Mythical dog, a wolf deity, Yamato or Odin.
Shut up.
Yamato identifies as Odin and as him, so he's got a lot of powers. I would say he becomes very crucial to the end stages of the Kaido fight. He looks like like the Sulong, essentially.
Yeah.
Like a mink Sulong.
Very powerful, a lot of capabilities in there. Super speed and like elemental capabilities. I think it's got to be at least mid A. I think it edges Chopper. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that.
私のこと好きって言ったじゃない。
Spider fruit model. That's a name of a spider that I do not know how to pronounce. The main difference I think between this one and most Zoan fruits is that like her hybrid form is like
Bottom
her in
half.
like a tar like form with like a spider bottom half and a human upper half, where most hybrids are more like a human like form. She slings that shit so hard. She be slinging that web.
She's also big as fuck.
Yeah, dude, she's 26 feet tall. A?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe lower A, middle, lower. Probably lower.
I'm gonna put her below Kaido. Honestly, Kaido should be higher than most of these guys.
That's true.
Now I think about it.
At least on
Higher
par than Yamato.
It'd be really funny if Kaido is lower than Queen.
That is pretty. Yeah, retroactively, let's put Kaido above Yamato.
So this one I also have to play the clip for. This dinosaur has a special power, like Mr. Brachiosaurus. What do you think it is?
Maybe he shoots the horns off.
I don't even remember that shit happening.
You don't remember that?
I remember that shit. I couldn't remember.
I don't remember it either. I genuinely didn't remember.
Wow, you don't remember that he could become a helicopter? It's a Heliceratops, bro. Come on.
Yeah, how could I not know? I forgot that's what dinosaurs did, right?
That's what dinosaurs did.
That's what dinosaurs
You can't
do.
prove them wrong. You can't prove them wrong.
So he can fly. I'm just saying he can fly. We've rated flying pretty highly on this.
On the practicalities.
On the practicality. I would put him around here.
Fair.
I still think the Brachiosnakeus is kind of hard to beat. Neko no Mi, Saber Tiger. Now I believe this is also an ancient Zoan. Who's who?
His name is Who's Who. And he also has it tatted on him. That's how you know that's his name.
I think this one's one of the weaker ones.
Do we rate it below Lucci?
I like Lucci better a little bit.
That's fair.
I think this guy's a little lacking in the creativity department. Lucci's a little bit better in that front.
Yeah, honestly, for a saber-toothed tiger, those are pretty small teeth.
That's all he does is one of those two forms.
We haven't seen any abilities outside of that.
He doesn't shoot out his fangs like or anything. He doesn't do any weird shit. Come on, man.
He's probably page 1 level.
Yeah, I can buy that. Oh,
What?
wait.
What is that?
Hold on. Pretend you didn't see that. Pretend you didn't see that. So I have some breaking news.
What?
I did some research and I found something that may startle you. So let's take a look. Zoan. Gum isn't a Zoan.
Yeah, that's a Paramecia.
もう一つの名はゾーン系人々の実幻獣種モデルニカ
Gotta hard pronounce that.
Hard K. You have to have the K. Are you surprised? You didn't know that this whole time.
I had no idea. I definitely
you had no idea.
I definitely didn't see it the first week
there was
it came
a
out.
fifth gear. He's now awakened.
What? Who could have thought?
And in reality, his fruit is not a Paramecia, but a Zoan. Gear 5, he can basically summon whatever the fuck he wants, because he's a walking, living Bugs Bunny character.
Yeah, he's a very cartoony man.
I think it's S tier.
Yeah, scales.
It's just a below
scales,
Mr.
Scales
Traffy.
to imagination.
Like right here? Where do you want it?
I just want it on par, I think.
On par.
At least, at least on par. I mean, because, we still haven't seen the best, like, the utmost capabilities, Just, it's just fucking anything. Like,
we should also mention that, Bonnie also became this recently, too. So, when there's two of them.
An imitation, yeah.
It becomes wild when there's two of them. The Mori no Mi, this is the most recent Logia. It's woods. You can basically control plants and trees and flora and whatever.
I put it as, at the very least, scales up to a better mochi fruit because, fucking huge.
I think there's a life steal involved in here.
You could suck the fuck out of people, so better than Smoothie.
I think hard A.
It definitely outscales base Luffy.
With Kaido seemingly defeated and the Straw Hats heading towards the land of science, here's yet another tier list update. Did you like that? The silence? Well, too bad. It's time to meet the Brainiacs and fight the world government head-on in the recently completed arc of Egghead. Only 14 more devil fruits stand between us and the end of this incredibly lengthy series, so rather than yap about the arc any further, let's... Sorry, I've been feeling a bit under the weather lately.
そうさ、一度病を解いたやつの抗体もまた伝染する。
Welcome to the final saga. We gotta start with the sick fruit. Now, the guy that has this fruit has existed in the world of One Piece for quite some time. He's part of Blackbeard's crew. I guess during the time skip, most likely, or Wano or whenever, him and some guys got some devil fruits. So let's take a look. I'm less strong.
That's crazy.
Because he's a woman, so because women can't be as strong. He can turn people into women. Among other things. I assume he can do normal diseases too.
Like cancer.
Did COVID exist in the One Piece universe?
If he can make a feminization disease, he can make COVID. Power-wise, I don't know.
We know that you can make people really sick, I guess.
We're in the area now where we don't really know the full potential of these devil fruits yet. So there's a potential that they could be more powerful. As is,
Mega weakening.
it feels like a C tier. Because what are you gonna make people sick?
Very impractical.
You just gonna make people sick? That's just kind of fucked up. Like, why
Dude,
would you do that?
Low-key, I would go, you guys are all now lactose intolerant.
I don't think
Feel my pain.
You know, it'd be funny is if for part of the sick fruit is sick.
That's
it makes you sick.
sick. You just instantly teleport onto a surfboard.
Yeah,
I agree with C. It probably scales really well. It's probably gonna be a pain in the ass late game in the story. But as far as the devil fruit we would want, we're not monsters.
Are you sure about that? Warp.
Warp fruit, another guy who in the time skip has managed to obtain a fruit. And this, I don't even need to play the clip. This one's very obvious. What the thing is, you can teleport. It's a standard superhero power. It's actually very surprising it's taken this long to show up. Practicality is off the charts.
Yeah, I think it's instantly A or S.
It just has to be. I don't know how far you can teleport. That's the only thing.
That's true.
But you can teleport others too. Like
Yeah.
you can hold other people and teleport with them, which is pretty fucking big. That's big. And then the power is the practicality, I would say. It's like one and the same. Because I don't think there's any techniques here other than warping. Like, I bet you could probably think of something, but...
Yeah, I'm down for A or S. Honestly, not enough like raw power to be considered S, I guess, but...
Strong fruit. Once again, this is another generic superhero ability. You just are really strong. I mean, the guy was already massive before.
I'd like to point out his name is Jesus.
But he can lift a mountain.
Yeah, I think it's at least B.
I think it is B. A lot of these are strong
Yeah, it's very
and something else. Like, strong only is kind of lame.
Middle B, right? Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's fair.
In the one spot.
That's
that we have
completely
free.
fair.
I think this is one of the worst utilizations of a devil fruit. This person gave a horse devil fruit to a horse. Now, to be fair, it's a Pegasus, so it can fly now. I think it could be useful for humans.
Yeah, or like put it on an item.
D?
I feel like it's C. I feel like it could be solid.
We put regular horse in F.
And Francisco's always talking about how he wants to be a horse.
When have I ever said that? I don't want to be a horse, bro. I don't want to be a horse. It's definitely above elephant. It's got, because it has flying. It's got to be a C tier if it has flying, right? Flying capability automatically makes it like worthy of being wanted.
Ooh, the brain fruit. Now,
Unlimited brain.
Vegapunk is a character that has been mentioned all throughout One Piece, but only recently did we manage to meet him, and then he died very quickly after that. He just has unlimited brain capacity, and his brain gets bigger as he remembers more things.
Photographic memory, like you
You
remember
everything they ever learned. Yeah, that's
total recall. Yeah,
total recall.
With Arnold.
He cut off his head and put it in a
big ass container
where everyone can see it, and also split himself into like 7 different personalities.
That's not part of the fruit. He just wanted to do that.
Yeah, he just wanted to do that. The ever-expanding brain is a drawback of this otherwise very good ability.
I'm gonna be real. I don't want this. I like being normal.
You like forgetting things.
I like mental normality. You know?
Like saying "I forgore."
Yeah. Look, if it's at C, it's at the bottom of C for me.
I think this is too powerful to be bottom of C.
Yeah, I agree.
I will put him right in the
That's
depression area because being smart gives you depression. So we have the Isle fruit. This is kind of like an upgrade of the stone fruit. In the world of One Piece, this is probably one of the most powerful fruits.
You could just become an island. I wonder how it would work in our world where it's not as much islands.
Yeah, like would you take over all of the United States?
The continent.
The continent. What do you think you would use this for practically?
Practically? Fucking nothing, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, if you have your own island, if you want to get rid of an island, if you want to destroy Jeffrey Epstein's legacy. I don't fucking know, bro.
I like where this is going. So what you do is you get the Isle fruit, you fly to Hawaii, you show up to Zuckerberg's place, and you just fuck up his shit.
That's true. So much room for fuckery.
I think this is something that you could use in like a low-key way. It doesn't have to be like that thing. You know, that Skull Island shit is crazy.
Assuming things stay as you left it, as you change it, then terraforming.
I think bottom B.
Right in his eye.
Glug glug fruit. No,
Fuck no.
It says unknown alcohol-based powers. So this is only like barely known as a devil fruit.
He probably makes everyone drunk.
I mean, he's literally like one of those performers that like shoots fire out of his mouth by spitting alcohol. Dude, I don't like getting drunk.
I don't want that shit.
Do you have to be drunk all the time? If it's that, then it's F tier.
Immune to hangovers. You're immune to hangovers.
We're just gonna assume that.
Because you're always drunk.
I want to put him in top of F.
I'm down. Fuck no.
The whip fruit.
Slavery.
It's another slavery fruit. Kind of like the hobby fruit, but less interesting.
I think it goes even below Tama. Even though it can be used on
First of
anybody.
all, Tama's is for a month. I don't think this is for a month.
To be fair though, like maybe on par with Tama, because Tama is only animals.
High D.
I'm down. I don't really like it. Side grade slavery. Fuck that. We ain't into slavery around here. I've made a stand against slavery. I'm the GOAT. Thank you. I know all of you guys are pro-slavery, so it took a lot for me to say that.
The ride fruit is another slavery fruit.
I would say
even worse.
It's
even
worse.
It's getting worse. She rides one of the pacifistas and controls it, and that's about it. Oh man,
pretty bad.
This is like D or F. I put her like right here.
Honestly, let's do that.
I don't even want to talk about her. It's just,
It says anything they ride. Anything.
I'm just assuming that she can drive.
I don't care. I'm over it. This woman's like, bam.
The Ride Fruit marks the end of our original recording session, but not the end of our rankings. Several months later, we reconvened for 5 bonus fruits. Why? Well, I'll let myself take it away.
All right, so we're back. It's November. It's been several months since we last recorded.
I cut my hair.
When did we film?
In July.
That's crazy.
Goddamn.
I know. There were some devil fruits that we neglected. And by we, I mean
you,
me, and only me.
Yordi was actually asking about them during the production.
Yeah, Yordi was on top of it. He was like, "Where's the glorp glorp? Where's glorp glorp?" The glorp fruit. This one is weird because this is the one devil fruit that has a name, but we don't know what type it is. We don't know if it's a paramecia or a logia. But what he can do is he can make anything he wants out of clay. So that actually, I don't know, if we're talking power, I think his power is making other people to fight for him rather than fighting himself.
I don't even know what to say. He's just fucking Play-Doh, man.
He's got enormous brim. I feel like we have to take that into account.
He is Yankee all brim.
He found the all brim on his quest.
Coolness. He's selling this fit, but glorp, that doesn't sound cool.
At the end of the day, you're just playing with the wet dirt.
I feel like at least, right? I mean, he could create houses, right? That's pretty cool.
We don't know if he's made out of it, because you said we don't know if he's a logia or if he's just a paramecia.
What if he's a Zoan?
What animal is made out of dirt?
He is a golem. It's a myth. It could be a mythical Zoan.
Maybe he's like biblical. He's like supposed to be like mud, and he's like a man made of mud. So he's like Adam.
Hmm?
He's Adam.
No, Adam.
He
no,
looks
no,
like
no.
Adam.
Oh,
Adam
I'm
Adam
sorry.
kind of looks like
You know what? He
that
kind
guy.
of looks like Adam for sure. I think he's got to be low B.
I'm assuming his shit gets rocked by any sort of heat.
It just becomes brittle. And
So wait, is he a better version of Caribou then?
Yeah, he's not a fucking bottom-dwelling bitch.
would you rather be able to turn people into women or make clay come out of your fingers?
I go with women because I love women. I'm 6'7", by the way.
I think mid B is a good place to land for now.
For now? What do you mean?
Well, because we don't know if he's like, maybe he does some crazy shit later on.
I'm gonna put him right here.
Plus or minus 5.
Yeah, he's a range. Bat, this was only recently confirmed to be a devil fruit, but she has shown up. She notably disables both Kaku and Lucci. It was believed that she was like a vampire, and in a way she kind of is, because she does suck both of their bloods. She does suck them dry. The weird thing is that she also has heat vision. And I don't know if that's a bat thing or...
Flying, obviously.
Flying, of course.
I mean, she sucks on people's blood. Me personally, I don't much like the taste of blood. You know, I tolerate it from time to time.
I'm not going to question what that means.
I guess my main thing is the blood would not become a staple in my diet unless it needed to be.
Yeah, I don't think that it's like vampire rules where you can only eat blood now.
She can go out in the day, so it's not like she's a bat. She's not like an actual vampire.
Coolness. It's got that like goth girl vibe, although she's got blonde hair. Like if she had the black hair and...
If Robin had gotten this fruit, it would have been over.
Oh my god, it would actually be big titty goth girlfriend moment.
It's tough because we don't know that much about it.
I guess the practicality is that you can fly, but like...
Do you have to be nocturnal if you have this fruit? Because I already have that shit.
I mean, the heat vision is pretty cool, right? If you're like looking for something at night.
That's true. I forgot about that. I think that the main thing is it's probably the best out of all the birds. So let's see where's the top bird we have.
I mean, the top is Marco, but like, we're not going to count that.
Sorry, my bad. King is a pterodactyl. So he's the closest we got to the top bird other than Marco. Do we value her utility more than we value King being a fucking pterodactyl?
King's cooler.
King is kind of cooler, but that might also be because of his race.
Yeah, some races are cooler than others.
Oh, you heard it here. Clip that shit. It's so hard to rate after the fact.
I know.
We're not in the same mindset. Yordi doesn't even watch the videos you put out.
I have.
Let's put a, like, bam. Let's go, like, right there. Why not? All of this is meaningless. Only recently confirmed to have a devil fruit. We have the Rako no Mi. This doesn't even have an English name officially, but Rako means otter, so we're gonna go with otter fruit. How do you feel about otters?
I have no strong inclination. Maybe they're rapists. I think I heard that. Huh? I think I heard that otters are rapists. Or maybe I'm thinking of dolphins.
Maybe you're thinking of dolphins.
Hold on. Let's look it up.
Or otters.
Well, that's an interesting search. Otters
Oh,
are not
get shit on. Oh, otters are evil. Oh, kill yourself. They rape baby seals. What the fuck? And you guys are like, oh, they could never. I see underneath the cute exterior. I can't believe you're gonna give this an S rank, Yordi. What the fuck?
What's wrong with you, Yordi? God, no.
We have to just go off of what we know about otters. We don't know much about the fruit, so we gotta say that he's a rapist.
So let me show you. This is the entirety of his appearance. Is Sanji saving Bonnie, and he comes in with a whacking otter, and then they run away.
We gotta keep in mind that he's an otter who can't swim. He's
so
functionally
true.
useless.
It's so true.
He can't even be a water rapist. He has to be a regular land rapist.
I don't like.
Get this guy the fuck out of here.
I don't like
wanna
where this
see him
is
anymore.
going. I don't like where this is going.
Does it just make him stronger? Like, that's the only thing I think that, like, benefits from his power. Maybe dexterity, because like otters have hands, so they like can hold things.
I don't think otters are very fast on land.
I don't think it's F.
I don't know, man.
He's an otter who can't swim.
Otter who can't swim. Like, what the fuck?
Okay,
That's like News Morgan, bird who can't fly. Shit.
Fuck, you're right. And we put Morgan's in F too.
Yeah, is he even better than
Look,
Peckham's? Like,
Is he better than? Would you rather be a turtle or an otter? Both can't swim. You cannot kill yourself. I want to move above the dog, slightly above the dog.
I could agree with that.
The cannon fruit. They can turn their body parts into cannons.
Right off the bat, worse than Baby 5, worse than Wapple.
It's the limited version.
Baby 5 free trial.
This is literally the only panel this dude appears in, and it's like a in between panel while
Saturn's being racist.
I don't know. Power. Everyone can stop a cannon at this point.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is kind of garbage.
Is this another F? Do we have 2 Fs in a row?
It might be.
wait, what does the power entail? Is it any body part or anything?
Does he have to reload?
Let me read this. Urban carries around a cannon sponge, implying that he needs to maintain his cannon parts clean after use. He needs to clean his cannon parts after every
Oh, God.
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
You just go...
He's like, bro, load my shit, bro. Load me up.
Hand me my ramrod. I need to clean my ear. His name is Urban?
His name is Urban. That's the...
What the fuck is this? Is this commentary? What does this mean? Oh, all these urbanites and their fucking hand cannons.
I feel like Urban, and honestly, is just like a better fodder, like, than a regular Marine.
Yeah, he's like a step above like those guys in the fan letter that are just running around and don't know what the fuck to do.
Does he make his own ammo? Because if he has to bring his own ammo, it's like bottom F tier, bro.
Yeah. Fucking, let's just put him right there, and then we'll call it a day. The most recently confirmed fruit in SBS Volume 110. We have the Inu Inu no Mi model hound. The thing about this devil fruit is that all we know is that it is a fruit. We have never seen it used in the manga or the anime. We don't even know what he looks like as a Zoan. We just know that this dude has it and that he can turn into a hound. Now, I don't know what a hound means.
A hound dog. Ew! Get this shit out of here!
You don't like turn into a basset hound?
Why you got so many ear? Why you got so many ear? Look up Bloodhound. Maybe Bloodhounds look cooler. They still have the fuck ass ears, bro. You know what this means, Hunter, right?
What?
We have to go through the properties of the other dog fruits, and we have to compare dogs. That's the only logical way we can place him somewhere.
Okay, we're going to Wikipedia for this. Originally bred for hunting deer, wild boar, rabbits, and since the Middle Ages for tracking people. It has the potential to track, which is kind of good. It's definitely better than this guy. It can't be worse than the wiener dog.
I guess the main thing is, are we putting it on F or D?
I don't think we've seen any indication that it could be F. I think above rust. That's it. That's the extra thing.
They were like all bottom tier except for Clayman, right?
We put 2 of them in B.
Mid.
Feel confident about it. Feel like it was pretty good.
Do you feel like this was a valuable use of our time?
I spent 3 hours trying to set up 3 different cameras.
Well, that is it for this extra section, and back to the rest of the normal video.
I agree.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. A complete tier list of every named canon devil fruit in One Piece. As we've stated multiple times, our rankings are in fact objective and can't be disproven. But if you happen to have any disagreements, you're more than welcome to make your case in the comments below. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll prepare a response video to some of your more interesting or well-sourced arguments, and perhaps might even potentially reconsider our position, maybe. We don't really need to, of course, but if it'll make you happy, Just know that if you simply whine about the power levels of certain users, we will make fun of you for not understanding how we ranked everything in the first place. Anyway, before you leave, let's go back to our original recording session and reveal each of our favorite fruits from each category. And before you ask, the bonus fruits did not affect our choices.
So that's it. Here, you wanna...
That's all the devil fruits.
Move your... Look at all those devil fruits. I like how
the fuck
we
are you
have
doing?
Kelly Funk in the corner right here. He's doing nothing, bro. This is just a mess. I think we did a good job here. So before we wrap up, let's go around. Let's say what our favorite devil fruits are. My picks, Paramecia. I think I gotta go with the flower. I mean, look, being able to like make whatever body part you want wherever you want is kind of broken. Let's say you're at a grocery store or you're coming back from the grocery store and you're like, oh, I got all these groceries. Just make some extra arms. That's all you got to do. It's very practical, very powerful. Zoan, yeah, it's got to be Marco. Marco can fly. He can heal people with his fire. He looks really goddamn cool. Logia, I think the speed of light traveling is kind of hard to beat for me. So Borsalino. I made it sound Italian. What about you, Savio?
I choose Paramecia. I gotta go with Bello Betty. Gotta self-motivate. I argued the fuck out of that one. I need that one. Zone, I'd probably go Yamato because ice powers are cool, which would make you think that I'd want Kuzan, but I'd actually want an L. Being able to quick charge anything is probably, the move, honestly.
Savio wants an L.
I want an L.
How about you, Yordi?
You have to turn the camera on yourself.
Zone, I'm gonna have to go with Queen. Love dinosaurs. I love that he shoots himself out his fucking body. That was pretty awesome. And then for Paramecia, going with Morley. I thought that was pretty cool. Him going through the buildings. And then let's see, last but not least, Aramaki, I think. Right, the tree guy. I thought that dude was pretty cool.
And last but not least, Mr. Adam.
For Logia, I think the ice guy, pretty self-explanatory. Paramecia, sick. Outside of the feminization, it would be funny to feminize like the entire RNC or something. That seems like he could scale up very well. Like, what if he just gives you brain fog in the middle of the fight?
Oh yeah.
What if he just gets you schizophrenia and you're fighting everybody else?
Wait, you're black. Wait. It's your real life. How you like this?
I don't know how he scales up. What's the? Oh yeah, and then the Triceratops with the helicopter because that's fucking hilarious. That'd be very funny.
Thank you all for watching.
One Piece.
Now that Sabio has finally come on this channel to talk about One Piece, he is now no longer allowed to show up in my videos ever again, and if he does, I will kill him with a gun. This is not a bit.
It's a worthy sacrifice. I'll take it.
And that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Tune in next time for more nerdy bullshit.
I agree. Yuri, get this back. Get this guy.
Get this guy. Wait, what fruit is she using right now?
Dumbass fruit.
Okay.
Model dumbass